Ho ho, happy holidays, everybody. And in fact, we here at Starlost have a gift for you. Just one sec, I gotta find it. No, that's not it. No. Oh, here we go. Check this out. That's right, Starlost Seas has a brand new look, and thank you to Television, aka Jess, for not only designing the new logo, but the whole look that goes with it. Going forward, you'll see this new branding popping up everywhere, and we hope you enjoy it as much as we do. But while new pictures are great and all, you know what's even better? Putting them on things. So with that, we're happy to announce that Starlost Seas has a new official merch store. That's right, this new awesome logo can go right on your chest, on your head, or even on your sleeve. But wait, there is in fact more. It's been a joke for over 60 episodes, and we are happy to announce that there is finally a Joke's on You Dogman, I've Got Jerky t-shirt, designed lovingly by the one, the only, Ray or Numowick. Not only that, but some of our anniversary merch is coming back in new fun forms. Our poster is coming back as a desk mat, and all of the stickers are coming back with one new quiet addition. You can get your merch today by going to starlostdnd.com or by visiting the link down below. Celebrate the holiday season by getting yourself a nice warm hoodie, beanie, or just a t-shirt to show off. And from everyone here at Starlost, happy holidays.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Starlost Seas. I am Cryolane. I'm your DM in a new weird location here today, but I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. We are currently down a member. Our lovely Pulse Effects had to sit this one
Died.
out.
Yeah, he died.
Oh.
But for once, the
I
entire
heard-
cast is waving.
Whoa. I heard
I'm not.
that he was just getting his kidney removed. When did he die?
Oh, after
Well-
the kidney was removed.
Yeah.
I heard that he had to go on a
we took the
go on
other
a
one.
mission trip.
Yeah, his
Well,
mission was to remove his kidney.
Yeah,
Oh
they
my
did a 2
God.
for 1 special.
Yeah.
That's the thing. He was like, yeah, 2 for 1. Yeah, why not? Take both kidneys out.
So
And then he died.
Yeah, so
Yes.
now Crow has one of his kidneys and I have the other one. Not
They look
in
like
us.
oranges.
We just have them.
Okay, wait, so Pulse is here, just sort of.
Well, no, they're in the fridge.
What the f***? We're recording!
This is a good bit. This is a good
This is
bit.
the greatest bit we've ever
I
done.
also
Hi,
I
Pulse.
also made a new area too.
Yes, we're in new places. This is great. We're in
Yeah.
transitionary periods in our life.
Yeah, we're in the same house. He's over there in that room.
Hi,
That's a
Crow!
lie.
I cry.
Why would you ruin the moment? Alright, last time on Starlost Seas,
By the way, that's not true.
we had a heck of a session. Oh god. Last time on Starlost, we left the city of Fort Dawn proper. On the way out, after everyone stopped to make camp and sort of settled
Just so
for a
I'm
bit.
clear. Just so I'm clear. Did you just say we left Fort Dawn?
Sorry.
I'm about to say, did I just imagine playing sessions after Fort Dawn? Like, what
That,
happened?
yeah, no, nothing has happened since we're still in Fort Dawn. This is session 61. No. We left the city of Valorful, and Dolus revealed to the entire group what he had been told by Ahab secretly. That Ahab's true identity, in some shape or form that the party still has not completely come to understand, is Bahamut, the Platinum Dragon, the second strongest of the pantheon of Starloss, and Hickory's patron deity. No one quite understands how or why, or for what purpose Bahamut appeared to them as Ahab, but after some quick messaging to him from Hush, it became clear, both by him ignoring the word limit of the sending spell and by his knowledge of Hush's situation, that Ahab is pretty legit, whatever he is. The group wasn't able to do as much with that as they would have hoped, so instead they decided to continue their journey, heading across the country of Yubawa on their way to the town of Raven's Perch, a stopping point before they then move on to Isansvangar. Why did I name it this? Isansvangar, the city on the western coast that they are currently going to. That is on Matthias's side in the debacle. While they were traveling, there was a fair amount of discussion about all sorts of life things. You know how it is on a session of Starlost. Lots of chit-chat. We had a nice campfire meet. Hickory and Alina decided to pilfer the scrying mirror from Twink. And
I've just realized after this whole recap,
Yeah.
I was Doc.
were you?
Sure was.
Oh, you were. Yes.
Okay, anyway.
Look at that. Doc and Alina had a nice little talks, and eventually Doc attempted to convince Alina to help him learn how to access the Dreaming Dark, the dimension where Kalashtar's quarries come from. She was less than enthusiastic about the idea, putting it mildly, but agreed to look into it the next time they were in a place with a library. Then, after they scryed on Arlashna to check in on the folks in the Westwood and make sure everyone was okay, Alina went to wake up Twink and put the scrying mirror back in his bag, where she was promptly caught putting it back in his bag, where Twink revealed that for the first time in weeks, he had actually planned on using the scrying mirror. Some terse words were spoken between the two. Lotus was a little disappointed because she was hoping to scry on Maya and discover the situation that she was in. Eventually, it came to an agreement that to make up for it, Alina would send all of her sendings to Maya the next night to try and smooth things over. Then, later on in the night, on their shift, Dolus and Mara got to talking, and something huge got revealed. Mara revealed only to Dolus that he is a warlock of Baradorn, and Baradorn and Dolus had a discussion, talking about Kaeli and Noxus and Drayden and the current situation with the elemental planes and the genies, making it very clear that for some reason the Starlost intentionally cut Kaeli off from the material plane. Why? We don't know yet, but we know it was definitely intentional. Then we all went back to bed, had a good night's rest, and the next morning set out again. Basic travel, purchased some firewood, and then we sat down proper and scryed and messaged Maya, where there were updates on the situation in Dragonlost, where cultists have made numerous attacks on the city of Gui. Maya is injured, still in her bandages. Currently unknown whether or not she will still have use of her eye when the bandages are pulled off. But for the time being, she seems to be in good spirits. It was also revealed the way the scrying masks work is they hide one individual person, not the group. So whoever is wearing the mask is the one who is unscryable. This, of course, does not go for Arlashna, who is an archfey and was able to see through it just fine. And then last, but certainly not least, Dolus did a little bit of investigation with his ring after some talking with Baradorn and the group, and he discovered that for the first time in his life, he cast without his ring on his finger. In fact, the ring was able to come off in the first place, which is something that up until now was physically impossible. Then, he discovered he was able to bottle respite into it from a distance, something that also was not possible previously. And last, but certainly not least, as he entered, Dolus, I asked you a question at the end of last session. You asked,
Yes,
what does it
yes.
look like inside the ring? And I asked, what do you want it to look like? So,
So,
Dolus?
obviously, I
What does it look
have
like?
been thinking constantly ever since the last session about
Yeah, it's been like 3 weeks.
every single waking moment in the back of my mind, just really far in the back. And so I think as I sort of opened my eyes to this room, I see almost like a blank slate in my mind, and I just sort of go to fill in those blanks myself, and just on instinct, the first thing that I would think of to say, to imagine here is the original layout of the room, the way it was when Kaeli first brought me in, and as I just look around and see this circular room with the couches and the throw pillows and the curtains hanging, I remember this feeling and start thinking about it more. I close my eyes once more and sort of extend myself from my core out to the room. And once I open my eyes, the bottled respite, the inside of this ring, looks not like how it looked like when Kylie brought me in, or how it had begun to look like Raiden's place. Rather, it looks like a maybe a little bit expanded, a little wider, a more open, walkable version of the shed that Dolus would sort of seclude himself to when he was on the elemental plane of air. But warmer, more cozy feeling, almost like it's like how an introvert would imagine their like secluded little room to be, even if in reality it's just like a cold wooden box in concept.
The shed is much larger than it was when you were young. Its structure is the same: wood and hay for the walls, the roof made of some old metal and wood that had slipped its way between the bounds of dimensions and found its place in your village. But all of it is larger, more comfortable. The light that comes in, it isn't that gentle white greenish tinge. It's that nice sort of orange glow of twilight or firelight. And you feel at peace in this place, more so than you ever have in any of the other bottled respites you've seen.
I sort of just I walk around. I look at like the shelves that are there, and then I make my way over to the little blanketed, pillowed area in the corner that I would be around when I was younger, and just almost on instinct turn and just plop myself down into it. I just like let out a deep breath.
The blanket, something not too different from our sort of like throws you would expect to see over a horse in a stable in our current modern day. Tossed over some hay, you lay down in them. It is perfect warmth, perfect squish. You don't get any of those annoying little hay prickles through it like you're so used to. It's the perfect sit. You fits, you sits.
I look down at my hand to the place where the ring usually resides, and I just sort of rub that space, and I think about the implications of this and start wondering, like, if this was intentional by Kaeli. I wonder if the fact that my arm is green and is like hers, like her flesh, her skin, is a byproduct of this happening or the cause. And I think on that for maybe a minute, and then I remember that there are people waiting on my report outside, and so I'll come back out of the bottle respite. Do I appear holding Mara's hand?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just slip my hand away.
The typical.
Well, it's different.
Different good? Different bad?
Different, like, usually when I go inside of the ring, I'm in, at least for the first few years, I was just in Kaeli's room. Or a room of Kaeli's make. And then recently it started taking on the appearance of Raiden's living room, and now I can change it. I can change how it looks. I can change the layout, the structures. I can make it be anything.
So, anything as in, like, anything? Is it is it like anything in the world? Or is it just things that you know?
Well, I mean, I couldn't
It's good.
make it something.
That's scientific.
I couldn't make it something that I don't know because I wouldn't know to make it that.
What if it's something you've only read about?
I mean, I didn't really do much experimentation.
We should do so much experimentation. Lena's like in her book.
I can only do it once a day.
Oh no!
Can you bring me in there with you next time?
Sure, I can do that.
Yes. Yes.
What if you can reach out to your genie?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe Kaeli can't reach you, but maybe now you can reach her.
Oh, I hadn't considered that. Even I was just overwhelmed by the questions that were brought to my mind from all of this, and frankly, the emotions that came with it, the new room.
It's a lot, I'm sure.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not sure. This is weird territory. I have no idea what's happening here, but I'm sure it's a lot. It's a lot of notes. At the very least.
Just look at my hand. As when I came out of the bottled respite, is the ring on my finger?
Yeah.
Okay.
Same as always.
Because I had given it to Mara before, so I'll just look at my hand with the ring on it. What am I?
Part genie, if I had to guess.
What?
It's still a logical conclusion. I mean, he's basically got her
No, it
on.
isn't. That's not how that works. You don't become one, you just are.
You don't become one person either. Hey,
No.
You don't
not
become
even
two
close to
people.
similar. Not even close to similar. It's a completely different thing.
I'm just saying if there's a bunch of things that shouldn't be happening, then maybe another thing that
It would
shouldn't
be
be happening
different if one of you
happens.
turned into like a boar.
Just kind of point at Mara.
Why are you pointing him?
No, the point I'm making is you don't take one thing and turn it into another. You are
Isn't that
still
what
both two
polymorph is?
people.
Isn't that just what transmutation is? The art of transmutation magic is turning one thing into another thing.
No, the art of it is to make it seem like it's another thing.
Okay,
No, that's illusion magic.
That's
Still,
illusion
regardless, it doesn't change what people are.
okay, then hear me out, Twink. What if his magic is getting kind of cut off, right? He can't reach his genie. So what if the magic that she was already giving him is now just stuck in him?
Sure, maybe. That's a possibility. He's not becoming a genie, though.
But when a caterpillar, butterfly, it makes
It's called metamorphosis.
What's a butterfly?
metatorsis. It could be going through it.
Okay. All caterpillars do that.
I take Dolus's
Not
green
just
hand and
one caterpillar.
I mean, do Aarakocra ever exhibit genie-like traits?
No, they're different things.
I don't know. I'm asking. This is first-hand information here.
Twink, until you have a better explanation, that arm is genie.
First off, whatever you say has no relevance.
Fine.
Well, we don't know what he's happening to him. There's an idea, and though it's far-fetched, I mean,
I understand where you're going with this. Yes, you're right. We don't have any better ideas. However, we're not going to assume that's what it is because we don't have a better option.
For now, what we do know is that Dolus has control of his ring and his magic, which is good because it means he can store stuff in there like Kylie used to do, right?
Uh,
Can you get Lorelai's stuff back?
question I've been asking myself for the past month.
you tried to
Well,
run.
Yeah, next time when you go in there, just imagine that it's in there and it'll be there, right?
I suppose. I mean, I'd been trying to do that every time I go in there for the past couple of weeks. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I mean,
But the good news is you have the two swords to at least give to her next time we see her, and that should buy you some more time.
It's a peace offering.
right, of course.
Also, I mean, it's cool that, like, you know, you have your magic powers and not maybe whatever coming from Kylie not anymore. But, like, I kind of move his shirt to, like, show the fact that the black has, you know, spread to close to his chest or on his chest. I don't remember which one it was.
The black is starting to get onto your chest, and the green is all the way up your bicep, onto your shoulder.
No,
Yeah.
Doc, you can't.
So it's
turn
like it's
into
that
a genie.
gradient from like the Kylie green until it darkens, and then it becomes gray and black around the shoulder blade.
is it off the table that you're a sorcerer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why?
Does it
Because
hurt?
I was not born with the magic.
Not everybody's born with it.
Yes.
No.
Well, no, I was answering her question. It does hurt, yes.
She pokes like the dark part. It doesn't hurt much more than a normal poke would.
Yeah, no, it's just, it's not like a sore spot. It's just sort of like an aching pain
Oh, like
that's always
chronic.
there. Yes.
But it's not like a eating away at your arm type of pain. Dolus,
I
you know what a
don't.
leech is?
I do know what a leech
Have you
is.
ever
yes.
had a leech on you, Dolus?
No, I have not had a leech on me, Twink.
Does
I'll
it ever
find
feel
some
like your
leeches,
arm
we'll
has a
test
mind
this.
of its own?
My arm does not have a mind of its own.
Mind leeches.
What?
We're trying to determine whether this thing, and I'm gonna like gesture at the green stuff, is part of Dolus or is something else taking control of Dolus.
I'm going to like kind of turn to look at my own wings. I'm gonna kind of. How far has my black spots?
Yours have definitely started to spread, and you can see the green where the original palm burns were, and now the black arcs are moving out onto your wings.
I just want to point out to you guys, we're just out over the table. We're having this nice fireside chat, so I wanted to add to the ambiance. Started a campfire in my own room.
I was wondering,
Yeah, I was wondering why.
are you
I was like, is
smoking?
your room on fire?
What is
Yeah,
happening?
it is.
He is
It's
letting out
campfire.
a
I started
steamy
in my
fart.
room.
Yeah.
It's a
Do you have-
campfire.
Do you have a
It's a
kettle on your deck?
No,
It's a campfire.
it's a campfire.
There's somebody under there just taking like fat rips.
Doc is
It's
just
a
kind of
humidifier.
sitting there, kind of like messing with his hands, and he goes, "Well, we can't ask like somebody like Arlashna right now, but
Well, I mean, I doubt our last one would know. It's genie
I
stuff.
asked
No?
Darlashna. She was the first person who knew. I drank her tea. And that's when my arm started flaking off, becoming green.
Wait, so it started getting worse after you drank the tea?
Yes.
What was in
Oh,
our
no,
last
bitch.
No, it didn't get worse. It just got green after I drank the tea.
I mean,
It's always been getting worse.
saying Arlashna and a bit and
What are you pointing at?
pointing at the handprints on my wings.
What are those?
you've never
Same.
explained this, have you?"
Nope.
Nah.
This is not a thing
Oh
you've ever
my
explained.
no. What are those?
But you guys would absolutely have seen it.
Right. I mean, I'm sure, but you gestured to it. I'm like, what? I mean, that's just it's your wings.
At a
What?
glance, they just look like scars, remember?
Oh right. Wait, what did you say about the green bits?
Where the original handprints were are now that like bright green, and it is now stretching out into like the black veins the way it arced up Dolus's.
So like you know how you can turn invisible sometimes?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Kylie does that. So after I talked to Kylie a long time ago, I think it was like the night before Karen left.
Alina.
So she's like infected you two.
I have a great idea. You guys are gonna love this. Alina, do you have any messages left?
Oh my god.
No, I used them all on Maya.
I have one.
Shit, that's right. You don't know Kylie.
I'm not sure you'd be able to. It's not
I could
how.
describe him.
She's in a different plane.
Archibald. I pull out Archibald's sketchbook and turn
Pull
to
out
you.
Archibald.
I pull out Archibald.
What the
You flip
fuck?
through. You flip through Archibald's sketchbook,
I found you.
and you do. You flip to the page that has that perfect rendition of Kylie.
This is her.
He just drew everyone, huh? Why am I not in this book?
I'm not in the book.
Right.
You said they're on a different
Not in the book.
plane?
Yeah, I mean it'll make it a lot harder, especially
She's
since
in
you're
the
not
elemental
very
plane of air.
familiar.
Also, it's a plane that's cut off.
Right.
If it's in a different plane, then it has a chance to fail.
And you're not super familiar.
So
and it's a
hang
plane
on.
that's cut off.
I could try.
I've got one more idea then.
Also, Kylie doesn't know this person and might not respond at all.
But what if tomorrow, Dolus, if you have control of your ring, you can bring Alina, and
I
you
could
can
not
try
do that.
calling. Do you know?
Yes.
Remember,
only
he tried
reason
to bring
I've
other people
gathered-
into the ring, and he
Right.
only brought Lotus.
Also, technically, we don't know if that in there is the same plane. Like, that could be a completely side
A
thing.
demi-plane.
Yeah, might not
It's
even
like putting a
be.
bag in another bag.
We don't ever do
Bubble.
that, right, Lotus?
How is it
Never.
like putting a bag in another bag?
I don't know, but Twink told me once to not put a bag in another bag, so I've just kind of taken that to heart.
So you just said it. You just said
Yes.
it. Ran out
Does
of
that count
context.
with the ring? Like, Twink, if all of you went inside a demi-plane with a bag of holding, would it explode?
Wait, it
Well,
explodes?
I don't want to try. I don't think so because
Interesting.
it is pretty stable. I mean, it's a stable plane.
Do
Interesting.
you think people have done
Yes,
that? A bag
I
in
know
another-
people have done that.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Seems like we've kind of hit a brick wall. So the best thing we can do is sleep it off and try not to die tomorrow.
Hush, you
don't-
can...
Wait, why are we dying tomorrow?
Because
No. Trying not to die tomorrow.
Also, we're walking, directly into the territory of the guy who wants us at least arrested.
Oh, that'll be fine.
Yeah, he's not there. I'm also gonna go to his house. So
You're
Wait, what?
what?
You're
What?
doing what?
yeah, no, there's something there I need to get.
Twink?
Huh?
I know this is ironic coming from me, with the whole, but, that doesn't sound like a great idea.
Cool.
Wait, why? I don't understand. Why would you be going to his house?
What does he
I just-
have with yours?
I just need to see some things. Yeah, just he owes me.
Is this
Is
the
the-
deed? Is this because of the deed, Twink?
No, I have the deed. It's right here.
Oh, you have it.
Well, but is it because you have the deed?
Yeah.
Okay.
I trust him.
Well. Okay. Good. It's good
We're not,
to have
I mean,
a
look, guys,
general.
we're not getting drastic. I just gotta go, check on some stuff.
If
And
you're
how
in
do you-
trouble,
How do you plan to do that? What is your
Hush,
plan?
you're going with me.
Okay.
Huh?
Hush is gonna go with me.
I'm sorry. Let me
I'm going
just
with?
take a second here, Twink.
Okay.
This kid who you have sworn up and down you do not want to put directly in the line of danger
Uh-huh.
is going to go with you into the most dangerous situation we could possibly go into in Raven's Perch.
Oh,
Do I
see,
have
that's
that
your
right?
own- No, not at all. We're not gonna be in any danger at all. Period. That's why he can go. I wouldn't take him if it was dangerous. You literally just said it. Why would you even? That's
Okay,
dumb.
Twink, I know you have a history of withholding information from literally everybody who breathes, but can we get like a play-by-play of the plan for tomorrow?
I don't know for sure yet until I
Okay.
get there and see
What do you want?
the money he owes me.
He owes
We're
you
gonna
money?
rob Lord Kordak, the king, the current.
Oh, I'm
King
not
elect.
robbing him. It's my money.
Okay.
Because you-
Okay.
Because
Is
you paid
that
$1
why-
for a deed.
Is that why I'm going?
$1.
Because you
$1.
paid a gold for a deed. Maybe there's paper money in Altair.
First
You don't
off-
know.
I own what's on this piece of paper, and he got that money from what I own.
Twink can. All right.
So it's my money.
Okay.
If I
God, I
told you it's
can't-
25,000 gold, will that change it?
No.
What if I told you that if we finish our job and get Matthias back as king, you can probably not only take that 25,000, but probably more because he cheated and killed the king.
How much is 25,000?
A lot.
Yeah, it's a lot of money, yeah. Right, I mean, I understand what you're saying, but also that's not technically true because that's the estate. It's technically the estate's funds, and unless I take it, I will not be given it.
Wait, but if I'm not saying we're gonna kill Lord Kordak, because I know that we're just gonna depose him, and what happens to him is up to Matthias. But I'm just saying, if we do, wouldn't his daughter get it?
Oh, we don't know that for sure. Does he have other children?
I don't know.
A
We
wife?
should look into that. I don't
All
know.
I'm
We should look
saying
into
is,
that.
all I'm saying is, I'm gonna make a plan to get it, so that
Okay.
we can get it.
Okay.
Why am I
And
going?
what?
Well, because you won't be seen.
I
Yeah.
Okay.
simply...
And I need you to send messages. So,
But if we just finish our overarching plan and Matthias becomes king again,
He validates...
I'm sure that things can be arranged for you to get that gold.
Matthias doesn't control that estate's money.
Okay,
However, he can validate the fact that you own Ravenloft, and if it's
But we
ill-gotten-
can't prove that's where that money came from. There's not receipts. That's not how that works.
I can't believe I'm saying this. I sound like Hickory. I'm not doing this.
I
I'm gonna
wasn't
go with
asking
Alina
you to do it.
to
I
the
wasn't.
library tomorrow.
Yeah, that's great. We're not doing any. Everything's fine.
no, it's really not, Twink. You have
You guys
no
act
plan.
like I want to go in there and walk out with 25,000 gold.
That's
And what are you
exactly what you
going to
want to
do?
do.
No, it isn't.
You want to go in
Maybe
there?
I
you
tell you
should-
all nothing.
You want to go
no,
in there?
this
make
is
a
because
plan,
you tell us nothing.
Yeah, you don't tell us any. I would have known not to use the mirror if you had told us you were gonna
First off,
actually try.
I did. Actually, earlier that day, I said I would use it at the end of the day.
Yeah, you say you're gonna use it all the time, and then you didn't for weeks.
Did I?
You also didn't
Did I
tell
say
people that you
before?
had it.
I did not say that before.
You did. I'm just remembering if you said it while Alina was there.
Twink.
Yeah, you don't tell us anything. You didn't tell you didn't you barely told me about the plan with Gillian and the frog and the cannon, and I had to do that.
That was all in the moment. I did not have a lot of time to talk about it.
Okay, hold on. Twink,
Yeah.
what? So you just said your plan is not to go in there and storm out with 25,000 gold.
Yeah.
What do you intend to leave with?
Nothing.
You just want to go
Information? I
scope
just
things out?
Yeah. I'm not doing anything.
Insight
I'm not
check.
an idiot.
Insight check.
Go for it.
Oh,
Rough.
That's a natural one.
You think Twink is lying?
I think he's lying.
Yeah, 100%. There's no chance that he is gonna go do something with no return.
Oh, because
I'll just stare and blink for a second and then okay. Well, with whatever you're planning to do, wink wink. Just be safe. Please.
Yeah, we're not gonna. I would not take Hush if it wasn't safe.
Okay.
At least if Hush gets arrested, he's not like associated with any of us.
We're not gonna get arrested. We're not doing anything.
I kind of want to. This sounds kind of nice. Sounds fun.
No, Hush. They ruined our fun. We can't go anymore.
All right.
When has that
Sounds
ever
good.
stopped you?
Exactly.
All right.
I'm going to
Never
bed.
mind.
Like Alina gets up. Goes
I'll
to the
take
tent.
watch. I'm walking for this watch. Like Doc just kind of gets up.
Any other questions?
Sounds good, buddy. Mara goes to bed. Goes to trance.
Thank you,
So-
Mara.
So they just don't need to know I'm there, right?
Maybe we might not need to do anything, but you'll be with me in case. You know.
What
It just
is
all
our
depends on what I don't know. It all depends when we get there and see what things are like.
what's the watch order tonight?
You want to just do the same as the previous night?
I haven't gotten a watch yet.
Yeah, sure.
Well, Alina did just go to bed, so Hush, if you want to take her place with Doc.
I was gonna say Doc is already like kind of just like taking a very wide
Doing the
perimeter.
I don't want to do the same orders as before because I would have to be with Mara and I want to have a watch and Mara's not here, so
Joke's on you, Mara won't wake you up for yours anyways.
Yeah, fucking loser.
The illusion of choice.
The illusion of joy. All
Wait,
right.
so what are we doing? I don't know what's happening. What are the watches?
Hush
doing?
and Doc.
Okay.
We need second watch.
Well, one of them.
It'll be Alina and Dolus.
Alina and Dolus.
It will be Alina
Okay.
and Dolus.
All
And
right.
Twink
And
and,
then
Lotus.
Twink and Lotus.
And then
Yes.
Mara. I guess.
Mara.
Yep.
Yeah, Mario.
For the unspoken watch, that'll happen.
Yep.
Yep.
It's going to be a very
Great,
tame watch for once.
Hit up Pulse. Hey, Pulse, roll a d20 for us. Don't ask.
I could probably DM Pulse and ask him to roll and just be like, all right, cool.
Yeah, that'd be really
That'd
easy to
probably
do.
happen. Yep.
All right.
Anyway.
So,
I get
Yeah.
it. As soon as they're like, oh, you're with Doc, Hush just hops up and then he runs over to Doc as he's like walking the perimeter.
Doc
Nobody
is
else goes
like,
to bed?
Doc's kind of just muttering to himself. It's like, okay, I get it. Like, of course, fucking don't listen to
Snake.
Doc. Like, Doc, dude, what?
Stuff.
Oh, okay.
Pretend like I'm not even there.
Just fucking don't listen to Doc. Yeah, okay. That makes no sense that he's becoming a genie. But at the end of the day, hey,
25.
I get it. I know. But also, yeah, I know that I read too many stories, but also it makes some amount of sense, Hey, buddy.
Just only Doc's mind. I've never been on a watch before. What do we do?
We watch. Basically, we want to make sure. You know how we got like attacked by like ogres?
Mm-hmm.
We want to know before that happens if it's gonna happen.
So watch out for ogres.
Pretty much anything that isn't us, we need to watch out for. Unless it's like a deer, then you're kind of okay. Unless that deer's acting weird.
Like how weird?
Like if it stands on two legs.
Why would you do that?
That's why it's weird.
Have you? What do you think's going on with that? Because that's weird too, right?
I mean, I feel like I've already kind of said it. I think he's turning into a genie, or maybe his genie magic is trapped into him, and now it's just slowly starting to mess with him.
I have a theory.
Okay.
Okay. Have you ever heard of a mind flayer?
No.
No.
Well, because Twink said leech,
Yeah.
and then I heard mind.
Uh-huh.
I don't know too much about them, but I know they're not good.
Right.
There might be a leech in his brain. And then he'll... like tentacles. Agrahil told me about him.
Right. What is Agrahil?
It's a friend.
You-
He's
you
the
don't-
one that taught me a lot of my magic.
Right. But what is he?
Well, he didn't say what he was exactly, but he said he was calm, steady-headed, and a new friend. He didn't really want to tell me what he was.
Right.
Well, it's a little fuzzy.
It's okay, kid. I get it.
It happened a long time ago.
Yeah. You talk to my sister, so you kind of talk to me.
He would often call himself one of those from before.
Like, would I refer to Leviathans as a thing that existed before? Yeah, because the cat said he existed before time.
He did.
So, like,
Maybe.
like
That's
the,
that's an executive decision for you to make. It's
Yeah,
never
it's just-
necessarily been spoken by anyone else.
like Leviathan. Weird. Did he look like a cat?
No. He like this. And pulls out.
Let me get the picture.
I've just explained it to him. It was kind of
Yeah.
skewed.
But I'm like, you're showing an image. You'll show.
Yeah,
me.
sure. He goes, no, he looked like this. And then like it kind of forms from his palm and kind of like moves a little bit and
Heads up already, Doc. You do not recognize this thing.
I figured because I don't recognize that thing. All right, that's
Okay.
it. But how
Sweet.
close is it to the Leviathan?
They both have aquatic traits. That's
Okay.
about all you got.
Okay, but that's it. All right. I was like,
Yeah.
is that even close to, All right.
They're both long.
I mean,
he looked like this.
like,
And he was a steady-headed person, and he taught me about a lot of things. A lot of things kind of fizzled out like a dream, but I still remember a couple things. I remember the mind flayers. They didn't sound nice, and that's why I think he's got one in his head. Well, no, he's nice. He's nice.
Yeah.
He is. He's very nice. But like mind, leech, he's like transforming. And then what Alina said, metatorsis.
metamorphosis.
That's what they do. That's what they do.
Okay. Hush, I don't know if that's it, but I appreciate you bringing it to the table because it means that, if it does happen, we're ready for it.
I don't know if you consider ready for it.
Okay, then at least we're not like, what the hell is that thing? And it's more like, hush, you were right.
I don't want to be right.
I don't think you're right, buddy. I think it's definitely some genie mess.
I don't want it. But like, I don't know. And like Hush just like kind of, and his eyes turn on to like the beams.
Right. You can do. Oh shit, Aldrich. Doc kind of just forgets that he hasn't been pulling out Aldrich because he was kind of in trouble for trying to eat Tomb. So he's just like, oh shit, Aldrich.
You summon him.
Hey, buddy.
He just voomp onto your shoulders. Good
Evening.
evening.
Like, Aldrich gets a big like flashbang to his face as like he turns.
Oh yeah. He does that.
I am an owl boy, please.
Don't look at him. He could see better at night, so I'm just gonna hey, just quick
Turns him off.
Dear
question.
goodness me. God.
before you do your rounds, Aldrich, and we do our little watch thing. I just have a quick question.
Yes, my ears work just fine.
Yeah, have you ever heard of because you are like Fae associated. Have you
I
ever-
am a fae.
Yeah. But I more mean Archfey associated.
Well, I mean, we're all fae are sort of archfey associated, yes.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of a warlock becoming like an Archfey?
Well, most archfey warlocks are elves. And elves, by their nature, do eventually become fae and archfey. Well, fae eventually become archfey. So it's sort of like, I guess, not
But
really a
before
cycle.
dying.
No, not to my knowledge, no. Ugh. Where are we?
On our way to
Can I have
Raven's
a-
Perch.
Can I have a pet?
Yes, of course. He just like hops down Doc's arm. No, I have not ever heard any tale of a warlock. I mean, warlocks get traits via the magic that are similar to their patron. That is always known. A warlock of a genie will get elemental magics and abilities, and a warlock of an archfey will get fey-like abilities. But that is just how their magic expresses itself. It's not necessarily a trait.
They never get like their arm or something.
Ah, we are speaking of Master
We're talking about
Dolus.
Dolus. Yeah.
Yes. No, his condition is quite unique, as far as I am aware. He like hops off of you and is on top of Hush's head. I am not. I am not entirely familiar with genie magic. Good scratching. One of your ancestors had a friend, a friend, you know what I mean, who was a warlock of a lesser genie. That is the closest I've ever gotten to genie magic. Of course, they weren't exactly adventurers.
Right.
There was at that point your ancestor had already settled down, hence why they were making friends. But due to the company of the child, I shall not go any further. Yes, no,
Yeah.
not a lot of... You understand what I mean.
Yeah, 100%. All right, well.
Unfortunately, Master Dockery, I can't give you any more information.
That's okay.
You could always ask Avel. Avel might know more.
Yeah.
Aldrich,
Yes.
do you know if he has a leech in his head?
Oh, I would assume not. Of course. Perhaps if it has reached a level of symbiosis, we would never know.
Don't know what that means.
A science lesson is in order.
He just like he picks him up and puts him back on his shoulder. I'm gonna go that way.
Oh no. If Avel is not available, you could always, perchance, ask her daughter.
Isn't she dead?
The other daughter.
Right.
Tiamat? Queen of the Fae? Not Tiamat. Wrong name.
I was like, wait a minute!
Titania. The other T name. Titania? Queen of the Fae?
Like, you know, I miss
Time
a
to
lot of
just
things
connect everything
sometimes.
together.
My mind glazes over at some points, but I was like, no fucking shot.
Yeah, no
I missed that
shot.
Tiamat is
Yeah, and it's just
Alpha's
Aldrich
daughter.
revealing it casually. No. Titania? Queen of the Fae?
Yeah, but I mean...
Lady Mistress of the Sealy Court?
Uh-huh.
Wisest and most beautiful of our kind? No offense to Oval. Please don't tell her I said that.
Right. Well, none of us know her or have ever met her, so getting in contact would be kind of hard.
I mean, you can pray to gods.
That's true. Yeah, I know, heck. But, come on! Yeah, just do rounds. I'll get to work and see if I can get a response.
Of course. Please have a snack prepared for my return. I don't think I have eaten in many of the times you have let me out. And while I do not need it for sustenance, I am craving jerky. He just takes off.
I'll have to ask Twink.
All right. You guys are doing your watch. Anything else on your watches?
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna... Because Doc wasn't a cleric, so fuck it.
You're gonna try and pray to Titania?
I'm gonna try to reach out to her.
You know none of the methods of reaching out to a fae.
Yeah, like, that's the best part, is Doc is gonna pray to Titania, kind of like how he would with... Because it wasn't just Bahamut. There was another one from Iceland.
There was another one.
Oh, no.
Do you remember off the top of your head which one it was?
I
'Cause
don't.
I don't have those notes open.
Oh, it was whichever one was the. Was it the queen? No, it wasn't the queen of the night either. Fuck. Mistra. She's
Not in this pantheon.
cool. We haven't fixed that yet.
I mean, we definitely did. I just don't think you wrote it down.
Probably not.
Anyways,
All right, fuck it. Never mind. Yeah, Doc's just gonna try and pray like he would to Bahamut.
the other god you would pray to is Marlena.
Right. What is she?
Discovery and innovation and freedom.
Sick. Cool. Awesome.
Anyways, so yes,
Yeah.
you're gonna try to pray to Titania.
Yeah, I gotta try and reach out, and Doc's just kind of like, okay. Shut up, Hick.
Doc, can you make an intelligence check for me real quick?
Yeah.
He's good at those.
14 plus 1, 15.
I'll say you're intelligent enough to wait for your fae to come back and ask about best methods to reach out to a fae.
Depending on how far away he is from me, I can just do that now.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm like, you're intelligent enough to realize maybe you should ask the
So
fae.
after a little bit, and Doc kind of going back and forth on it, he just kind of like pings to Aldrich and's like, how do you reach out to a fae? An archfey.
Oh, you mean to do it tonight?
It's best to start early.
The moon is not quite right. We will either want no moon or a full moon. You will need a still pool of water, preferably incense. Lady Titania enjoys birchwood, and well, no, that's a little archaic. You could always sacrifice something. Historically, children weren't uncommon. But nowadays, usually, gold might do. Maybe a fine gem or a very nice flower. Something valuable.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Great. This is so much easier for Hick. It's really kind of annoying.
Hickory just prays to God, and that God does not come. It just sort of listens.
Right, but
It's a lot different when you're trying to, actually communicate with them. No offense to Lady Hickory. After all, we have quite recently spoken directly to her god.
Yep.
Strange. I tried to eat his bird. Well, I didn't
sure
try.
did.
I definitely thought about it.
Yep. No, it's annoying because I apparently entered into a deal with time itself, and it seems like Hick's getting all the time shit.
Perhaps it is because you are not quite that magical.
Right.
Sort of entering a magical deal implies magical abilities, which you're still quite new at.
Yeah.
It's not really like time can do much for swing, stab.
Other than, make me do it in more places at once.
I mean, theoretically.
Yeah. All right, well, let's not die.
That is always the goal. All right. Anything else y'all want to do with your watch? Hush.
Hush. Like it's 2 hours, right?
Yes.
Hour and a half in. Off. Clocked. He goes to sit down. He's just like looking around like. And then falls asleep.
All right. Yeah, you just fall asleep leaning up against a log by the campfire.
This is his first watch. He wasn't ready. He normally is asleep right now.
So does that just mean that Doc doing his perimeter at one point is just like, oh.
Ow.
Yeah. Doc, at one point you come back. The rest of the watch is quiet. You come back. And lo and behold, Hush is just clonked against this log.
Well,
It can't be super comfortable for his neck, but he
yeah,
is.
no,
he is-
Doc is gonna pick him up and take him to the tent.
Hush, you remain asleep as he picks you up and carries you to your cot.
Yep.
You gonna
And
wake
who
up
am I-
Alina and Dolus?
Yeah. Who would I assume 2 separate tents?
Not gonna wake up Dolus for
They
his
aren't.
watch.
I'm gonna
So-
let Dolus sleep.
I'm gonna put Hush. I'm gonna wake up Dolus first, and put Hush in his cot because
With Lotus?
Yeah, the babies. They find comfort in one another.
Cuddle pile.
Yeah. Just
Okay.
hey.
Yes.
Come on.
Okay.
No.
Just it pretty much as soon as Dolus leaves, Doc just replaces him with Hush.
You Indiana
Yeah, John
Jones
style.
swap him out and pull Dolus away and just set Hush down.
It's like baby kittens. Take it from me.
You just take one and put another one down and they're fine. I don't know if that's how it is, but all right. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
just the image that came to mind.
Lotus is just like, wait, no, would just give. It's great because Lotus is the little spoon typically
Yeah.
in the cuddle huddle.
Yeah.
So Dolus gets off and she's like, no, and then she is just handed Hush. Rolls up. Hush,
Also-
your dreams are suddenly warmer, and they smell kind of like cold pigeon.
He's dreaming of Noxus again. It's warmer now.
Doc,
No.
as he's kind of walking out of the tent, and just goes, "Also, can you make Aldrich jerky?"
What is Aldrich jerky?
No. Can you make jerky for Aldrich?
Oh,
Proper
You
grammar
like-
is important.
That's
like
fair.
right now.
Please, he's. I didn't let him eat the bird, and I feel kind of bad.
You didn't let Tomb?
Yeah.
Yes, the canary was quite scrumptious looking.
Okay, well, that canary might be vomit.
Well, yes, I know that now.
I'll
That doesn't
just
change the
make a
fact that it
fistful
looked
of-
delicious.
I'll make a fistful of bread jerky.
Oh.
You
Doc
don't
just
put
kind
the
of.
effort in.
It's called croutons.
Doc takes it and just kind of
Yes.
just offers it to Aldrich. He's like, "Here you go, buddy." He's good at making stuff now.
He eats it quietly.
Oh, he's bird. He's fine with bread.
Yep. And then Doc loops
He
into
had that quiet moment of consideration after the first one, and then he just continued eating quietly.
Doc loops into the other tent and kind of nudges Alina.
Nah.
Yeah. No, it's
No.
yes, it's awake time.
No.
It's awake time. You've watched
I
with
don't like
Dolus. You've watched with Dolus.
Oh, no.
No?
I mean, no, don't. She like immediately is like, wait, she's like, don't.
Get up.
Keep your mouth shut.
Then get out of my gut.
You keep both of your fucking mouths shut.
She can't talk to him yet.
I'm going. Get in bed. Shut up. Go to sleep. She gets up and grabs all of her gear.
Yeah, Doc starts unlatching his armor.
And sure enough, moments later, Dolus, you are joined by Alina out stirring
As-
the ever-burning log in the fire logs.
I'm at one point, keeping an eye out. I'm not active walking around watching like Doc was. And at one point, sort of breaking the silence, I pull out. Here's a little jangle, and off of my side, I pull out a little sort of like diamond shaped, like rhombus diamond shaped, green gemstone pendant, a talisman, if you will. And I hold it and just, no. Kaeli gave me this. Back way back when we had first come to the material plane, and she told me that it would be useful to me, not then, but when I needed it. This has never been useful, ever.
Maybe
I've just had it on my person, and it has done nothing. I'm starting to think this is just a rock.
maybe you just haven't used it right. Maybe you just didn't need it. Not that all the life and death situations weren't like wouldn't have needed help. Like, I'm not trying to undersell anything. I'm just,
Right.
maybe it's more specific. Like, people say things like, "Oh, you'll remember when you need to," and then you don't remember. Like, when you think you need to, and then you remember one day, and you're like, "Oh wow, it would have been nice to know it back then."
Right.
I know it down. That's a bad example. I'm giving a bad example.
All right. I understand.
Okay. I'm glad you do. I wasn't sure where that was going.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, I've had Lotus wear it sometimes, maybe it's a good luck charm sort of thing. And then she died. So it's not that.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know. I've been thinking maybe I'll pull out Talon, and just like, maybe I could like put it onto the sword and it could be like a decoration, because right now it's just sort of black.
You could sort of stamp it onto the hilt, or you could get
Yeah.
a blacksmith to work it in, or maybe you could like magically imbue it, or you could just dangle it. You could just attach it to the pommel. Could be nice. People do
Maybe
that.
I could like have it
Sword
like
buddies.
somewhere around here on the hilt, and like I'll press it in, and there's just like a little like a jolt, like a little spark coming off
There's
of
a little
it.
spark and a sheen, and a little like gentle breeze whips up around your hands as you lock in your packed weapon. What?
Kind of look
What
at
happened?
Alina, and turn it and like shake it, try and like shake it off.
Oh,
Well, that settles that, I suppose.
glue?
No,
No, it
just
no, it
touched it.
it just did that?
Yes.
You're not more in awe, happy, weirded out,
Well, I mean,
excited,
I just,
confused?
it looks nice, right?
I mean, yeah, but I have so many questions.
Hmm.
Dolus, you
Cold.
present me with so many questions.
Oh, I wish I had more answers.
The questions are nice.
Okay.
If I just wanted answers, I wouldn't, research things.
Hmm.
I
You're
would
able to-
I would probably choose religion, honestly, if I just wanted answers.
Oh,
No,
what
no
religion?
offense to Hickory.
What religion?
If I had to pick, oh
Yes.
god, I don't know. I mean, I if we were talking about the hypothetical I just said, where I just wanted like answers and I didn't want to really like question my place in life. I mean, probably Bahamut. No offense to Hickory.
It's okay. I don't think she's taking any right now.
I know. I just don't want her to like think I think less of her because she's not like me, you know?
I don't think anyone thinks that.
Achoo.
Clerics are very much like, you know, my god is the way, and like they're the end all be all and great powers, and I'm like, hey, maybe the world isn't so simple.
I think you make it clear that you never mean to offend anyone or mean anyone harm.
I don't know. I feel like I actually offend a lot of people. I called Twink short the first time I met him. I asked about his height and stuff. He wasn't happy about that. I didn't know you're not supposed to ask gnomes about their height. That's like the most defining feature of a gnome. How is that not okay to ask about?
Is that the
I
most
get it.
defining feature of a gnome?
I mean, they also have pointy ears.
Yeah, no. The first thing I noticed was the beard.
Yeah, that's just sort of a man trait. That's not really like a gnome specific trait.
Dolus feeling up his fucking like
No, I mean
baby smooth face.
It's not all men. I'm just saying it's like a lot of that's not distinct to gnomes.
I thought-
Correlation and causation are not the same there, but a gnome's height is because they are a gnome.
You know, when I first saw Socrates and Twink, when we first met them, I thought that Twink was Socrates' small bearded child.
Children don't normally have beards, but that
Well,
is
right,
very,
but neither do elves, do they?
you know, I mean, you got me there. I would say we know 2 elves, but
Our
I
was just
mean-
dirty.
one of them was a werewolf and the other one was just dirty. Just needed a bath.
Yes. He's cleaner now.
I
That's-
think about that sometimes and just presto myself out of comfort.
You what yourself?
Presto?
What is presto?
Prestidigitation?
What is
It's
that?
this. It cleans things, and she just boom, and like immediately your clothes are cleaner.
My clothes are white now.
They've been stained. You can't undo that.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, you're actually that removed a lot of. Oh, you're. Hang on, and she just beam, 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 beam,
oh,
and you just like after a few seconds, you're all just. You smell very pleasant. You're very clean. It feels like you just took a very nice shower without any of the moisture.
I feel like you just took a layer off of me.
Well, I mean, yeah, that layer was gross.
Okay, I apologize.
No, I mean, it happens. We're traveling, and not everyone can just, it's like spritzes her hair, and all like any of the oiliness is gone. Ta-da!
So you call that presto?
Yeah, prestidigitation. It's
Oh.
a lot to say. I don't want to be like, oh yes, I used prestidigitation. I don't want to say it all the time.
Right. Okay.
Just presto.
You know, I don't know the names of most spells.
Oh,
A lot of people just sort of say them, and usually the name of the spell kind of explains what it is and what they're doing. Like shape
Yeah.
water, I can fathom what that means, but
yeah, Eldritch Blast is pretty self-explanatory. So is Summon Elemental.
yeah.
I guess you and I don't really have many secretive spells going on, I guess. No, I know
Slow.
Firebolt. Slow, pretty self-explanatory.
Create food and water.
Yeah, who names these?
You know, I'm not sure.
Kind of lazy. Maybe if I come up with a spell, I'll think of a better name for mine.
Oh, what kind of spell would you, if there was something that you wish you could do that there isn't a spell for right now, what would it be?
So there's this spell at higher level.
You've immediately disqualified the circumstances that I came up with.
I know. Hang on. I'm telling you my inspiration.
Okay.
There is a higher level spell that makes a bunch of like walls,
Okay.
and each wall is like a different element, and so breaking through them is really hard. And if you touch them, you take elemental damage with like each wall. And so instead of a wall, I want that to be like a knife. Except maybe not a knife, because I'm not good with knives. Maybe like a spear, or maybe a gun, because guns are kind of just point and shoot, and I'm
Are
not
you good with guns?
I'm not. No.
So why
I'm
would
just
you
trying to-
want it to be a gun over a knife?
I'm not really good with weaponry, Dolith. I'm trying to make it as simple as possible here.
All right. Well, I think
That's why my first
you'll
thought was a
find-
knife, but then I thought, hey, guns have like distance, and I just point and pull the trigger, and it's
I mean,
loud.
with
and
knives,
scary.
it's just point and push forward, stab.
But yeah,
I
I
think you'll
want to do
find that
that.
guns are a lot more complicated than you
I
give
want
them
it to
credit
do
for.
just a bunch of different, because I like all of the elements, and I don't like picking one. And normally you have to like pick one. You have to be like really adept at one specific element. You have to be like an elemental adept, and it's difficult to pick one. So I just kind of want all of them, and I want them all in one,
Knife,
thing.
gun,
That would be
knife.
my spell.
What would you call it?
Very
What is the
good
wall
question.
one called?
Can't remember.
Let me guess. Is it elemental walls?
Well, knowing how people name the spells, it just might be, but I don't think so. I don't know what I would name mine. I know Delilah's made spells. I don't know any of them. She doesn't make them
Or
public.
prismatic wall.
It is Prismatic Wall, thank you. Prismatic Wall. I do know. Alina knows. Alina would remember. Delilah's made spells. She doesn't tell anybody what they are. She-
So how do you know that she made them?
I mean, because she says she does.
What if she lied?
I mean, if she lied about an achievement, it wouldn't really be an achievement. And so I, can't really imagine her doing that, since I think she wants to, get credit for her achievements.
Well, I mean, maybe she's just at the point where she can say anything and people will believe it, so she can always get the credit. She could
So why
just
would she
say,
do
I
that?
made a spell, and everyone would be like, wow, what's the spell? I'm not telling you. Okay, well, congrats.
Well, why would she do that?
I mean, I don't know, it's just a thought.
I mean,
It just seems
Maybe.
weird that she doesn't disclose the nature of these spells.
she does magic that other people don't recognize, and then she talks about how it's her own magic, and then she doesn't go into the details.
I see.
So that would be like a new spell, right?
I suppose. Do you... Rather... Why... I know why you would admire her in terms of because of just how prestigious and how powerful she is. But... Why... What sent you down this sort of rabbit hole of admiring magics and wanting to be a mage, a wizard?
Well, we've sort of mulled over it before, but bastard child. Don't know if you know what that is.
I know.
I mean, we've discussed it. Yeah. So dad didn't like me, but I was his only kid, so he kind of had to suck it up and deal with it. Couldn't really have kids. At least that's what he thought. because he tried and it just wasn't happening. Which is, I think, why he was surprised I happened when, he did that. But yeah, so he kind of just had to suck it up because I was the only heir. But so, he just kind of made it clear that I was, only there to marry a guy who could become his actual heir. And I didn't like that. And then I found spell books and stuff, and I liked those, and magic was nice and freeing. So I studied it. And then I was almost an adult, and at prime marrying off age. And guess who so happens to pop out another kid? Or her first kid, because I didn't come out of her. My mom, who wasn't my mom. So then I was free to do whatever I wanted. Actually, I was kind of told to fuck off and do whatever I wanted. So I convinced Dad to pay for me to go to the academy, and then I went to the Academy of High Magic, and that's my sort of the long and short of it.
Do you feel free now?
I'm camping in the Uwa countryside under the shadow of the Ravenloft Mountains with an Aarakocra. While in the tent is the gnome leader of a country, an Aasimar child who talks in your brain, a person that's two people, and another Aarakocra, and an elf who is very dirty.
Was very dirty.
It was very dirty. I feel very much free compared to when I was a locked up little rich girl who had to marry so daddy could get money. Also, I met Delilah.
You did meet Delilah.
Also, I fought trolls. Also, I was in a war. That one's not so positive, but
Well,
it's definitely
yeah,
free.
All right, no, so that's more what I mean to ask you is you are free now and you're doing these crazy things, but with everything that's come to us and all of the danger and all of the war and monsters and everything, are you happy?
Well, I mean, like
Are
right
you
now,
happy
yeah.
with us here?
Oh, like an overarching happy. I mean, Twink's a jerk. Doc can be a little dumb, but his heart's in the right place. Hickory's nice. Hush is a little scary, but nice. Lotus is a little scary, but nice. What's up with us and threatening children?
Who's threatening children?
No, I mean like children that are threatening.
Oh,
I'm sorry, grammar. And then I mean you're great. So yeah, I'm pretty good.
okay. I just
Oh, I gave everyone a redeeming trait except Twink. I mean, he has redeeming traits. He's a jerk, but his head's in the right place. I would say his heart's in the right place because that's what that saying means, but I'm not sure if it's there.
I just
Joke.
I
Joke.
got it. Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to make sure that, you don't feel like you're forced to go on death's door every day.
I mean, I could get up at any point and leave. I could
Right.
stand up right now, cast and summon elemental, and fly off into the night, and you'd never see me again. Or I mean, you might track me down. Hush can do that, which is again threatening children. But yeah, no. I mean, if I wanted to leave, I could leave.
Okay.
not like you're holding me hostage. You're not holding me hostage, right? This isn't like a reverse intervention where you reveal that I can't leave.
I do not, to my knowledge.
Okay.
I mean,
then,
but
yeah.
to be fair, Twink holds a lot back from us as well. Maybe he's keeping it secret that he's keeping you hostage.
I don't think Twink alone could stop me.
Well,
I think it would be a fight I don't want to take because I don't like fights. But I don't think Twink alone could stop me from leaving. He could probably stop me from doing a lot of things.
I see. I know that I was the one who suggested that you come with us when we went to Yubor. And, I've just been thinking of...
Okay, but I got to meet Delilah because you suggested that, and I was gonna suggest it if you didn't, because oh my god. I mean, technically I met her before in Twinktania, but she kind of just ignored me and teleported around and talked about ethereal balances and mana and stuff. And I didn't really get to talk to her because she just talked to Twink. But she was so pretty. Maybe that wasn't her though. Maybe that was a simulacra. I don't know if I've ever actually met Delilah. I don't know if any of us have.
Maybe the real Delilah is locked away somewhere underground.
Maybe no one's met the real Delilah. Maybe she just lives in a hut. Do you think her wife has met the real Delilah? She has to.
I think her wife is maybe the only person who has met the real Delilah.
That's weird. That's weird to think about. I mean, she's got a bunch of magical wards that would keep her simulacra from just falling apart, but if we got a really good punch in on one of the Delilahs we met, they would just be gone.
Or maybe the simulacra that Delilah makes are of her own spellcasting creation.
She has her own simulacra spell.
Maybe
Do you
they're
think she calls
stronger.
it something better than just simulacra? Because that just makes simulacra?
Maybe. I mean, could you think of a better name for a spell that makes
Not off
simulacra?
the top of my head. Stop asking me to do that. I don't know. I just hope one day I can meet the actual Delilah. I know it's actual Delilah. And actually talk to her. Because every time we've met, it's been under circumstances that required her explaining things and then leaving. So I just want to have tea and look at her.
Oh. I mean...
And I mean talk also. I wouldn't just be tea and staring. That'd be a little awkward.
Okay, I was going to say if you wanted, I could make tea and sort of make a minor illusion of Delilah. Over
No, not both of
across
you.
the
No,
night.
not both of you at the same time. No. She waves her hands through the fake Delilah and just...
What do you mean?
No, nothing.
Okay. Well,
Have you had s'mores?
about what?
Okay, this is gonna be a good time.
Before the watch is over, I will later after s'mores happen, I guess. I'll be holding up the sword and I'll be questioning maybe this has maybe it's has magical properties now that this thing is in it. I don't know. And I'll spend an hour of this watch identifying.
You can
this
identify
sword.
your own sword.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just so that I, as Dolus in character, have a reason to know how my packed weapon works.
All right. Sick. You spend 1 hour identifying a Talon as it now stands as your packed weapon, and then we go on to Twink and Loader. Alina goes and wakes up.
Lena wakes up Twink, Dolus wakes up Lotus. Just pull her off of Hush.
No.
It's time for your watch. Go
Okay.
sleep by the fire.
Oh,
Don't
okay.
actually do that. That's dangerous.
Okay, I'll try no fine.
Are you gonna curl up around Hush, or is he just sleeping on that cot now?
I'm not gonna curl up around him. I'll just sort of lay next to him.
There's still the other cot.
Listen,
Yeah,
man.
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, are you gonna just leave the
Okay.
cot to him, or are you gonna?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you just. So you still have warmth, Hush, just not as direct. Dolus, you gotta.
Not emotionally.
Yeah. Twink, you are awoken by Alina, who's just like, hey, watch time. And just flops into the cot as you get out of it.
Okay.
If you want, there's s'mores still left over on one of the rocks. They taste like bread.
Nice.
What the fuck?
You can't use a spell slot or your rest is interrupted. It's okay, you know the concept now. And you had a good time.
Oh.
These s'more. This food tastes like bread. Blink.
That's what I heard.
Is it supposed to taste like bread?
No.
Oh, look who's the picky eater.
I grab a stick and start poking the fire.
Is this gonna be your watch? Lotus
No.
nibbling away at bread s'mores and Twig just quietly poking the fire.
So, like, you know how you mentioned I get one question?
Yeah?
So I've been thinking about my question. I realized something. I find that a lot of older people don't talk about their mama or papa, but then I noticed that, like, people who are younger talk about their mama and papa. Right? So, it was something I was thinking about because, like, I met Socks' papa. That's weird. Anyways, what I'm trying to say, what were your mama and papa like?
Well, they were a lot peppier than I am. Probably because of the family. Gnome families live together. Like, all of them. Not like in the same house, but like in the same general area.
Like,
And it's just kind of like a come and go thing. Like, you just kind of do whatever you want.
the whole tribe lives in one area?
It's not a tribe.
Oh,
But I mean, I guess if you call it a tribe, I guess. But like, so like, my parents had brothers and sisters, and they all live in the same like area. Neighbors, I guess you could say.
okay.
So, you know, I always had a lot of stuff going on, kids running in and out, tons of kids, so many kids. And that's, yeah, they were a lot happier than I appear. Spent a lot of time alone, really.
Is that why you started making things?
No, my father actually taught me that.
Oh,
But
was a Mickey
I had to
person?
spend my time alone because a lot of the things that we made were kind of frowned upon by gnomish culture. I'm specifically like a you know, a forest gnome. Like, you know, they're not a big fan of all the metal and stuff.
Hmm.
So yeah, I just spent a lot of time alone. So I don't know. I only really spent like maybe I was a kid for a long time, so whatever that was. But then in teens, I was only around for probably 4 or 5 years before I left.
Hmm. Do you miss your mama and papa?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think about them a lot.
Hmm. No, I mean, we have a scrying mirror now, so if you ever wanted to check in on them.
No, can't do that.
Is it weird? Is that weird?
No. Yes, sort of. It's weird when you just look in on anybody who's not aware that you're going to be looking in. That's kind of an invasion of privacy, but no, yeah, no, we just can't do that.
Do you have bad memories of your mama and papa, and that's why you don't want to?
You're on like 3. You get 1.
Well, they're kind of all related to each other, so...
Well, that's unfortunate, because you get 1.
Okay, so I'll save that for another...
Oh, no,
night.
you're down for 3 days now.
Wait, no. That's not fair. Fine, play by your rules.
That's really what you chose to talk about of all the things? Like, that's...
Why do you keep judging me for the things that
It's
I asked
so
you?
weird that you choose these things. Like, they're not in no way meaningful to you. Like, I don't know.
I just want to learn more about you. Is that so wrong?
Yeah, but you're not asking questions about me. You're asking questions about other people.
Well, technically it's about you. I mean, like, I would tell you about my mama and papa, and, like, that would be, like, about me because it's kind of how I look at them. And, you're also kind of telling me about your experiences with your mama and papa, so, like, it's still about you.
Well, I don't even know if they're still alive anymore.
You could always check.
No,
what's
Lotus. I can't.
I'm just saying, I know I would if Papa was still alive. Oh, you didn't mention it doesn't go across planes, so that would be kind of hard.
Gosh, 3 whole days for that.
I'd like to think I learned good things.
Name one thing you learned.
That you were alone for a lot, and that you had many, many siblings, so you were around a lot of people, and that your papa was a makey person.
Hmm.
And
Well-
you left when you were a teenager.
One of those things are true. Well, 2 of those things are true, I guess.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't think you learned as much as you think you did.
It's like the meme of the woman with the equations around her.
I always love these psychological deep dives that come
I swear
about
we
of
reference this
answering
meme
questions.
every episode too.
We should
Lotus
get
is
her on. She
constant.
should cameo on Starloss.
Can't wait. Let's just. You know what? Hey, by the way, new merch. I mean, it's probably a couple weeks old at this point. Do you want a Lotus doing math in her head shirt? Anyway, okay, bye.
Yeah.
Anything else on your watch, or are you just going to continuously judge Lotus for her question?
Yes. No, I mean, yes, I'm going to continuously judge Lotus for her questions.
I know what you meant.
Unless
So-
Lotus does other things. That's really all it's going to be.
Unless Lotus has other things.
Mm,
Speak now or forever hold your 2-year-old.
hold my 2-year-old? Hold Lotus?
I just imagine that Lotus will keep asking questions,
Hold Lotus
even
like
though she
burger.
has no questions left.
Well, she will probably start talking about something, and it'll probably lead to a question, and then she'll be like, wait, 3 days. And diverts the conversation elsewhere, and it just keeps going like that. That's all.
I love that you say it like she'll probably do this, as if this isn't just you
Yeah.
telling us what she's doing.
What
This is
she's
your
gonna
decision.
What does she want to
Yeah.
talk about? Pick a topic or I'll roll the dice.
Literally anything and everything.
She's gonna start with
Oh God.
The number 6.
it landed. No, I'm rolling it on a
It's
print
just
of a
an
keyboard.
upside down 9.
It landed on a C.
On a
Cheesecake.
C.
It's a what?
Cheesecake. Talks about cheesecake.
I mean, is it a pie or is it a cake? I don't know.
There you go. That's the question that makes her change her topic. So this continues on for the rest of the shift until it is Mara's turn. Mara at one point gets up from his trance midway through your guys' thing because he only needs 4 hours. And then you guys get to go to bed at the end of your watch.
Ooh.
You
Good
just
night.
go. Lotus goes and joins the cuddle pile, and Twinkie can take Mara's cot.
There is no cuddle pile. There's Dolus sleeping and there's Hush sleeping.
Well, yeah, but now she's joining you, so it's the cuddle pile.
A pile of 2.
That's a pile.
It's a stack.
Next
I mean, it would be a stack with 3. Also, we're not getting into semantics on this.
No.
So,
Wake up the next morning and everything's on fire. We don't know what happened.
Mara's gone. So, I will say, one of you wakes up a little earlier than the others. That one is Dolus, who is gently shook by Mara. Hey man, look, I need you to cover for me. I have to have he's telling me I have to have some kind of a talk. He picked a bad time. You had all night, and Barrett Orton's just like, I don't know what to tell you.
I start getting up.
Gives you
Quietly.
the staff. And then he's like, thanks, man. You got this. And then he, boom, he's gone.
Okay. I'll use the staff like a walking stick and make my way back to the fire. Lotus is reaching up to me. I grab her arm and put it around Hush.
Hush, you are cuddled yet again.
The second time that Lotus has been handed Hush.
I'm just gonna
He's
step
big
out.
chilling with it.
I just have this staff. Just I don't know what to do with this now.
So, all the rest of you wake up. Not long after, only a few minutes after. Hickory wakes up.
Damn, she just keeps getting episodes, man. Doc gets to go camping.
Doc gets to go camping. Hickory gets to go to town. Perfect. Unless you guys have anything else to do in the camp.
I'll pull out. I'll actually. I want to do a really quick thing. I get up, and as I see people are waking up, and Mara's still not here, I will go and put Mara's staff, put it up right against a tree, so that it's still in view, but you wouldn't immediately notice that there's a staff there, and that it's not just on the a part of the tree.
Okay.
And to distract everyone from the fact that Mara's not here yet. If anyone asks, I'll tell them Mara went to go use the bathroom, and he felt embarrassed, so he went really far away.
Okay, cool.
But so then, once everyone's gathered, I'll be like, I discovered something. Something I could do last night when I was on watch with Elena. I inspected a certain object of mine, combined a couple of objects of mine, and then I reach out my left hand and pull almost out of thin air with like a light breeze my sword. Just summon it out of nowhere.
How?
Magic.
Wait, that's like what? What?
Hickory just summons the moment. Like me.
It's similar, yes.
How? What did you do?
So, you see this point at the talisman. This thing, Kyla gave me this a while ago, and I just sort of,
You give the full
offhandedly-
rundown of how it happened and what it is. Anyways, this happens.
Okay, that's great and all, Dolus, but like, we gotta go, so where's Mara?
I just told you he's in the bathroom. Anyways, he's using the restroom.
Okay, but
He's
we have to
relieving
go.
himself. Okay, but we can't
have to
go
pack
until
up the
he's
camp.
done. So
Okay.
yeah, we can just, but hold on, pay attention to this,
He's taking a cookie. It's
and
okay.
I'll make the weapon disappear, and then after a few moments, I'll resummon it, but it's in its scythe form.
Huh? Gimme.
Why?
Gimme, I wanna see.
Why?
I wanna see.
Why? You can see it from there.
I wanna hold see.
Why do you want to hold C?
So I know that you're not doing like a magic trick where
Well, I
it's like,
am
you
doing
know,
a magic trick.
Alina gets up and starts packing her tent.
Yeah, I'm like Hickory's packing.
It disappears.
Where?
Are you asking where it went? Because it's right here behind your ear. I reach behind her, summon it in my hand. This is so
Cuts off Lotus's ear.
No, and I pull it back behind your wings.
What? What?
See? Told you it's a magic trick.
What? Why did you do that?
I'm not sure. I don't know exactly myself. It just sort of happens.
So, the magic show continues while the camp gets packed up.
Yeah.
Yes.
The camp is packed up.
Yeah.
Dolus,
Yes.
it's been 30 minutes.
How long has it been, Cryo?
Probably been about 20 minutes.
It's actually been about 20 minutes.
He is
Damn,
better
you're,
at telling
you're
time
telling
than-
it to the time twins.
That's a big poopy that he's taking.
It seems like you all are really trying to intrude on his
No.
privacy.
I'm
It's
just saying that
just-
most poopies take like 5 minutes.
Maybe he
If
just.
at all.
I mean, it's not like we need to
They
be in
won't.
Raven's Perch right now. You know, we could wait another few minutes.
Hi, guys!
There he is.
How was your
Thumbs up.
poopy?
Hey, what's up?
How was your
Hey.
poopy?
What?
What?
Oh,
Just-
it was-
I'm just like Mara is as soon as he looks confused at the question. If he looks at Dolus, I am doing the most like intimidating staring daggers at him.
Oh, you told him? Can't a man shit in peace? Then he just goes to the front of the carriage.
Okay.
I mean, it's okay if you had a long poopy. It happens sometimes.
Between me and the forest.
Oh,
Of
okay.
course it is. Let's go. Let's
Sit up in
go.
the front with Mara. I'll sit up in the front with Mara with big fluffy blanket.
Please
and I'll
don't
hand
talk to
one.
him. I don't want to keep doing this.
Please don't
hand-
talk to
I
him.
won't. I won't talk to him. And I'll hand the other big fluffy blanket to Lotus.
Yay.
Okay. You sit up front with Mara and the fluffy blanket, and then the other fluffy blankets in the back.
Mm-hmm. And we'll head
And
off.
you guys set off for the city of Ravens Perch. Is there anything going on in the carriage on the ride over? Sick. Good. Awesome. We love to see it. You guys arrive in Raven's Perch a little before midday. As you come over these hills, these sort of low-lying, rolling hills that are typical of the area between Valorfall and Raven's Perch. It's like that same sort of terrain as Fairmont's house was set up. You still see those like floating rocks over the mountains here and there. As you come over one of those rises, you start seeing sharper terrain, a lot more of those like gullies and fjords, and you do see a city that has been built on a hilltop. There is unlike Valorfall, there is no fort or castle structure. There are a lot of like bigger buildings, and it's a bit more spread out. There's not a definitive wall like Valorfall. There are a lot more estates on the outside of it. It is a bit bigger than Valorfall, but still distinctly, painfully smaller than the city of Fort Dawn. And this is the city of Raven's Perch. All of it is made out of reds and browns and blacks. Very much lives up to its name. It has a darker tint to it. There's a lot of stone. That's that same sort of darker, dirtier stone that you'd expect from this sort of environment. And your carriage comes rolling up past a bunch of hush why. I saw that.
Oh no! I was just testing to see if particle or hardware acceleration was on.
Your test
Why
roll
is
was
it
calling it
30.
particle
Awesome.
acceleration
I don't
every
because
time.
particle acceleration, hardware acceleration.
Anyway.
I'm saying my dice rolls. I rolled a 30 or 29.
Yeah, for those who don't know, which is everybody, he just did a test roll on D&D Beyond, and it was stupid high.
It's 29. Rogues.
We are pulling in to the city of Raven's Perch. I got them mixed up. I got wires crossed. You pass by a bunch of various farms, just like with Valorfall. And you enter the city. This time it's a slower transition from rough road to smooth road to cobblestone road to proper paved roads. But you do eventually end up at a stable on some very nice sort of arch structures and places. This
That
city
all
is a bit more
sounded
bustling
business.
than Valorfall. It feels a bit more lively.
This city bus.
Yo, this city, bus.
I guess settle the horses and ask Guy for recommendations.
Okay. It is
And
a
what time of
lady
day is it
attending
as we're coming in?
Hmm?
What time is it as we're coming into Raven's
It's just
Perch, you
before
said?
midday.
Okay. I'll ask the lady for recommendations. And I'll ask for her name and physical descriptions and dimensions.
What's her blood type?
Do not. Do not.
Credit card, funny little numbers in the back.
The best inns around here. It really depends. There is, of course, Novice. That is a good one.
Of course.
There is the Raven's Head. A bit presumptuous of a name, if you ask me.
Why is
But
that?
it's also good. Bit more expensive. Better if you like drinking. I am a big fan of the Raven's Head. And then, of course, the Bootstrap, if you want to save a bit of coin.
All right. I guess we could go. The Novice, sounds like a bit sort of in the middle.
It's a good middle ground.
I don't think any of us here are particularly too big on drinking, so
Hey, you never know.
I do. So let's. And where can I find the Novice?
She gives you directions. The Novice is actually the closest of all of the inns. It is in the eastern chunk of the city. So you'll just have to go a little north. You can leave your carriage. It's very nicely priced. It's 5 silver a night. So a gold every 2 days.
Okay.
How long are we staying here?
Probably only a
Not
day.
long. A day. Just get some things out of the way, rest in a proper bed, and continue on. Do you have anything you need to do, Lotus?
Well, I'm kind of on the lookout for.
I wanted to buy clothes. Sorry,
Oh,
what were you going
the
to say?
mask.
A mask. You want another mask?
One that's not this one, because I feel like,
Kinda on the nose.
yeah.
Or on the beak?
So I want another one. Maybe like a dragon one.
Okay, well, I feel like that might not help your cause of not standing out.
But it'd be cool.
Right,
You definitely
but
won't look like a bird.
okay.
Maybe
We
a
can-
red dragon like Lorelai.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, was the idea not to not stand out? Did I misinterpret that?
I wanted
Maybe
to
we'll
be.
just see what they have. Like, Alina just like a nice, gentle, like hands on the shoulders to Lotus and like looks over Lotus at Dolus like,
Right, of course. We'll see what they have, and we should look at some warmer clothing, all of us. Besides you, Hush, you look pretty warm as it is. How warm is that scarf you have around you?
Really? I don't even have to warm it.
Epic. Really?
Really, really warm, and I don't even have to warm it.
How warm is it, really?
Well,
right, so we
Dolus
go to the
Starloss,
novice?
it's about 104 degrees
Dolus
Fahrenheit.
Starloss. His
That's
name
too
is
warm.
Iliad.
that's too much.
That's why I
Dial it
said
down.
really.
Make it cooler. So, the novice you guys can get as you get there. You are informed that they don't have any 2 bedrooms remaining. However, if you'd like, they do have a 6 bedroom remaining. They have a large room.
How many
You
of
could
us
all-
are there?
Hmm?
There's 6 of us? Okay.
There's 7.
There's 7.
There's 7 of us.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Dude,
Lotus
which-
doubles up.
Yeah, Lotus and Dola sleep in the same bed.
Yep. So
Lotus just throughout the night.
we'll just go to each individual cot,
No.
just snuggle with every single party member at some point.
She
Instead of
barely
taking
wakes
watch,
up
she
for her
just
own
rotates.
She barely gets up for her own watch. She's not getting up at every hour of
This is
the
the
night.
sleepwalking arc for Lotus.
The sleepwalking art. I will say now is a great time to look around. If you guys want to go shop, like if you guys want to do some window shopping, that's cool. But if you want to do actual shopping, I'm just gonna ask you wait till next time so that we can put together like a list of what you guys want after you see what is available.
Are there
Okay,
clothing
cool.
shops with warm clothing?
There are definitely those.
Where's the
Okay.
bounty board?
We can go on a quick journey across the city and find it, but we're not making purchases today because I don't have all the things open up and I don't have my desk. So let's just not do that to me today, please.
Bro, you're not gonna have time for bounties.
Probably not.
So,
But I can see
you
what's
guys.
what.
We do not want to do bounties in this town. We would have to report to fucking Kordak.
I can see what they need and be like, And we can't shop, so I'm thinking of things.
So, general vibe of the city, putting it in private talks. This sort of just general layout. A lot
This
of, like,
image,
cobbled-
that is, I was gonna say, this image looks so low res that I thought it was Minecraft. I literally thought this was a Minecraft screenshot.
It's not. It's just small. So yeah. So you guys do see something that you have become somewhat familiar with, but not to this extent. You see guards. There were guards in Valorfall here and there. The guards in Valorfall were posted at like gate. They weren't really patrolling. Here there are active patrols of guards. You see pairs of guards walking past you semi-frequently. Not the city is definitely not paranoid, but it's definitely a lot more well defended than like Valorfall is. And maybe it's to accommodate for the fact that it doesn't have any high walls or forts or anything. But it definitely garrisons a much larger force of guards and soldiers here. And as you go, you definitely start to notice that some of them are wearing what is clearly Raven's Perch armor. It's got like black motifs. It has a crest similar to the ones you see on some of the buildings. It even has a few like feather motifs sticking in and out of the armor. And then you recognize some of the guards as soldiers from Fort Dawn. They look exactly like the soldiers from the capital who you encountered. And Twink, having been in a big city before, you and Alina would pretty quickly recognize that, like, these guards are new here. They're probably here because the Lord is now the king. Like, some of them are probably here recently. So, defenses are higher than normal. Just something to a good bit of flavor for you to know as you wander about.
So don't fuck around and find out.
I mean, that's on y'all. Yes.
I have one question.
Yes.
Because I did tell you about this ahead of time, am I allowed to go to the library as well?
We can go find a library, yes. We might not be able to read through the books today, but we can find the library.
That's okay. I just wanted to know.
So, you also get the sense as you guys walk around, Raven's Perch is happy. Raven's Perch is the happiest city you guys have been in so far in your visit to Uwar. The people are lively. They're moving around. Everyone seems to have a little bit of pep in their step. It feels almost like before a festival happens. Like, for Lotus and Dolus especially, this is like the most upbeat city you've ever been in on the material. There's musicians on corners. There's banners waving. There's people singing, and it's not just like the jovial out in front of a bar singing you've come across before. This place is pleased. They're very pleasant and happy at this moment in the world.
As we get like further into the city, and things are like picking up and being more loud and active and happy, Dolus is like he's like looking around like a bird, like just like the rapid head movements, like in every which way.
Lotus is like on the opposite end of that, in which she's like tucked super close to Dole. It's just not even looking anywhere. It's just like trying not to get overwhelmed from everything.
Do you think this is because of,
Because their lord is being crowned king? Maybe.
Still seems like a weird thing to celebrate, considering it, it came with,
No,
I mean, that's just kind of how Yubawa does things, though.
Yeah, it also means prosperity for their estate.
Right.
Kordak's in charge. Kordak makes the rules. Kordak makes the rules. Kordak makes rules that are nice for Raven's Perch.
Does that make this
Socioeconomics.
place bad?
No, it just means they don't like Matthias. They like Kordak. It's not because they're bad, it's just because they don't know them, and because Kordak will help these people.
Circumstantial.
Yeah.
Right, but still, at the same time, he might be bad. But for you to take care of your family, if they take care of you, you're taking care of your family, you like that. You're a fan of that.
Since this place isn't as scared or timid, am I allowed to talk to a couple people?
Probably not.
Yeah, let's go on a no there.
Okay.
You can talk
Hush.
to us. We're a couple people.
There's a magic shop. Alina like shoots up. She's like, wait, they told us there's a magic shop. Ahab, Bahamut. No, I'm not calling him that in public. Ahab
There's
told
a
us there's a
magic
magic shop. Yeah. Remember Dolus?
Yes, no, yeah.
I have been looking to get my shield enchanted.
We
Can I talk
should
to the
find
person
that.
in
Maybe
there?
you can talk to a person there.
Can I talk to a person in there because they're around magic a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe. Yeah.
Let us
yeah.
gauge first.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And let us warn them first.
Okay.
So,
I have.
you guys find at the center of Raven's Perch is a courtyard, but it is not a square as you are used to. It is a big circle. It's a giant circle around a statue of a raven, like a very large, ornate stone statue of a raven. And
Raven.
lining, yes?
No, I just point. It's a raven. Oh, because this is the Raven's Perch.
Yeah, you got it.
I'm proud of
Oh.
you, Dolus.
Alina gives you a little pat on the back.
Wait, no, I don't. It was this no, I knew that. I just.
No, it's funny. No, it's funny, Dolus. That's the
I
thing.
knew,
It's
no.
it's funny.
No,
we're saying
No, we
like,
know
No,
you
I-
knew. It's just
Right.
funny that they have this, and it really is as full circle as it looks.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's full circle because it's a.
All right, I gotta go find some stuff,
Oh.
so I'll be back.
So everybody splits up to find their various shops.
Yeah.
All right, no, it's fine. Everyone apparently. knew
Everyone
the history
reconvene
of
at the
Raven's
Raven in
Perch.
30.
Okay.
Notice you did not know about the Raven at Raven's Perch. Why are you nodding along?
The grave.
You could have backed me up.
Okay. There's a lot of people here.
Yes, no, I'm sorry. It's all right.
everyone
you did
splits up
good. You did great. I'm like patting
to
around.
find shops and then reconvene in like 30 minutes with what they found.
Yeah.
Can we go
So
to the magic shop?
No, the DM said we can't go shopping today.
I mean, you can find it. You can go find it.
Yeah.
You can go look around.
We can't go in.
Just don't buy anything today.
It's like we're holding an action for next.
Dad
session.
said no.
Just don't buy anything today. I don't have the sales lists up, and this setup is a pain in my ass.
Dad said no. Hush. I'm sorry.
Also, Mara will be here, so we can get everything done at once.
Yeah.
So, for the sake of it, Twink goes off on his own because he already said he's leaving. The birds can go off with Alina.
Am I going with Twink? Actually, wait.
Are you?
No,
Is
not
that,
this
is
time.
that not that? It's
So
not that.
you can
okay.
follow him if you want, but I never at one point said that you needed to go with me.
you
That
said
is
that-
up for your own interpretation.
Did you say I'm bringing Hush? is this a different thing?
I did not say that right now. I said I
You
have to
know
go
you-
find some things. I'll be back later.
Oh, that's yeah. Maybe
I left.
later he'll take you with him.
So that's up to you.
But that is your interpretation.
That's up to you,
of what
Hush.
you
If
think
Hush
needs
would
to
think
happen.
that's the cue.
Yes. Hush should be like, I'm going with. Runs after Twink.
He's like, I'm gonna. You
Magic
just
shop.
sprint after Twink.
But Twink wants me to go with him. Connects everybody.
So
Okay.
Hush and Twink are going off. Hickory
Hickory and Mara.
and Mara
Yeah, I
are
guess
going
so.
where?
I guess we're gonna go find the library. Well, here's the thing. I want to know where the magic shop is too. So I guess I'm just going with you.
We're all reconvening in 30 minutes to tell everyone where everything
fine. I'll
is.
find the library.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
After we find the magic shop, I guess I'll look around. Is there a fountain in Raven's Perch?
there are a few small fountains placed equidistant 4 corners from the walls and the Raven, so like right in the center circle of the circular courtyard.
Okay.
That makes sense. Like
Cool,
the center
cool.
ring.
At one point, will, after walking for a bit, rest for like a minute at the fountain. Because
Okay.
I assume not only just for the sake of going, but also like to give Lotus a moment to breathe just by the running water.
Because you're all looking for it together, and you know that but also other things might be here. One of you make a perception roll with advantage.
Lotus,
It is
that's
D&D,
you.
there are rolls.
With advantage.
Dog.
Oh.
I can't do math because I haven't done
Tell
math
us the
all day.
numbers.
12
What
plus
are the-
9.
21.
21.
21.
21.
21. So you guys do find the magic shop. There is a very interesting Nolan's Novelties and Magical Curios.
Okay.
It is a purple roofed and black, like a sleek black, almost obsidian storefront. It has a whiff of incense coming out of the door as you guys are looking at it.
His name is
they're-
Nolan.
Nolan's Novelties.
I'm trying to think what god in your pantheon is named Nalon.
See, I immediately associated it with the now dead emperor.
Was his name Nolan?
Nolan Terrellon, that was the emperor, yeah.
See, I told you I miss things.
Multiple
Dude.
people can have the same name. So, yeah, Nolan's Novelties and Magical Curios.
Okay.
It seems decently busy, actually. A number of people go in and out just in the time you guys are like, oh, so this must be it. Like, oh, hey, like, da-da-da-da. It seems shockingly active, as most of the stores around here are. And then as you look along this line of stores with your lovely eye roll, and you take a little walk to sort of get the vibe, there is a clothing shop that specifically deals in cold weather clothes. So that is Mayweather's Cold Feathers. Yeah.
Okay. That's me. I'm the Cold Feathers. That's her, too. She's the Cold Feathers, too.
There is also a food shop. It is just called Grocers. There's not a fun pun with that one.
Okay.
And you don't really see many other stores that seem like they would take your note. There's another general store, but you have been in a number of general stores at this point. Granted, one of them did contain a dragon god, but you didn't know that at the time, so it's just a normal looking general store.
Do any of the stores, as we're walking by, any of the names on the stores, if I read them backwards, do they spell out any god's name?
There's no, they don't spell any names you would recognize.
Okay.
I've created a monster, people. Yeah, there's no at a glance, or even if you took time, you would not be able to decipher any meanings from these names beyond the present name.
I just want that to be every time Dolus like reads or like he sees like a name on a shop like sign.
He's gonna
he
really
flips it
investigate.
around and like mixes the letters up. It's like,
It's like Harry Potter when Tom Marvolo Riddle switches to I'm Lord Voldemort. You're just doing that, but it's just
Spoilers.
gibberish.
God, I can't believe you spoiled that, Cryo.
Oh my god, it's not like it happened 18 years ago. So Mara and Hickory. Or I guess I should just say Hickory. I mean, I could make the roll if you want.
Yeah,
But-
you got better perception than me.
I think I do, actually.
Significantly.
All right, Mara will make this roll with advantage. It's a good thing he had advantage because he rolled a 2 and a 15.
Okay, cool.
Mara's bonus
Is a lot.
is a lot. It's 9. Well, okay, so 24. You find the library fairly quickly. It is at the northern section of this courtyard, actually. It is, as the courtyard goes, the roof kind of slopes up, and in this sort of like domed building in the back is clearly the library. It is labeled as such. And also, very busy. A lot of people going out. The people of Raven's Perch seem fairly well educated. And so, as you're like watching the bustle and hustle of the library, you get the idea that it sees a fair amount of traffic, as a lot of this place currently does. You don't find the magic shop, obviously, because it's on the other side of the courtyard. But you do find a blacksmith not too far from the library that is doing work. You also find an armorer paired with that blacksmith. So they are two separate jobs, but they're quite similar. And then, last but certainly not least, jeweler. There is a jeweler. So if you want any fine jewelry, that would be the place to do it. And the last of our trio of groups, Twink, where are you going?
Hush, why are you following me?
You said that I was going with you.
No, I didn't. I didn't mean now, but yeah, I mean that's okay, I guess.
As you guys look around through the crowds, you cannot spot your group at this point. You've all dispersed away from the center of the courtyard.
I mean, it's okay. I hope there wasn't anything you wanted to do.
Well, we're coming back in like 30 minutes.
Right. That's what I mean. I'm hoping there's nothing that you wanted to do in that time frame.
What are you doing?
I gotta go find a glass forge
For what?
to make glass.
For like are you making a thing?
Yes.
Is it magic?
Not yet.
Can I help?
I'm not sure you can. But
I
you
can
can
lift-
watch, I guess. I don't know.
If it's you're making, I can lift things with my mind.
I don't
If
need
it's-
you to lift things with your mind.
But you're making a thing out of glass, and that's hot.
Yes. That's what the tools are for.
If you can't find your tools, can I lift something up with my head, my mind?
They're right here.
But if you can't find them later,
If you steal my tools, Hush, I will kill you.
okay, I'll stop thinking about stealing your tools.
But you can watch me make it. I don't care.
So why do I need to come with you for the other thing? I feel like there's more than what you let on about.
No, we're literally just gonna go observe. But if somebody sees us, I'm gonna need your help to not be seen.
Like me hide you away, or me teleport you away.
Right.
So I'm not even supposed
Because
to
I know
be
you
there.
can go invisible. I mean, I could too, but at the same time, you're just watching people, they're gonna know. But you, you're there. You'll be unnoticed. Well, me.
I can't go invisible.
Well, regardless, you disappear.
I'm good at running away and hiding and being very sneaky.
Yeah, which they'll never know you're there. But me, they're gonna know I'm there. So when I get caught, I'm gonna need you to make me uncaught.
I'll teleport you away.
Great.
And
Let's
your
go find this
tools.
glass forge.
And your tools.
So, Twink, with advantage, investigation, because you're looking for one very specific thing. You guys were also
19.
looking for, but you gather more. 19. Following the smoke, you do find the blacksmith and the jeweler not far from it. Probably at this time that Hickory and Mara are looking at the library. You get there a little before them, imagine. The jeweler does have glass and gems, and you get the idea that they might know where to get glass.
Oh, I don't need to know where to get glass. I just need to know where I can forge it. But yes, I will, of course, enter.
I'm like, as on you live your life. You can spend longer searching and make another roll and miss the meetup, but
Yeah, no, I'll totally.
yeah. So you go
Yeah.
in. There's a gentleman in there who just, well, hello. What
Hi,
can I do for you?
I need to know where the nearest glass forge is. I'd imagine you've used it before, with your
I-
profession.
I have indeed. These fineries don't make themselves. Now, if you're looking to purchase glass, I can get something for you made, or I can get glass bundled, perhaps. If you're looking
I
for
can make it myself. I just need to know where I can make it.
how much of it are you gonna need to make? Because the forge might not be. If you're looking to make windows or
No.
stained glass, anything.
I pull out the little wood orb, and I'm like, it's just this size.
Oh, forge should be more than enough for that. In that case, actually get you in contact with my forger. Her name's Doreen. She works south of town. You'll find a lovely little blue hut with the glass forge attached right on the outside.
I appreciate that. What do you have here by chance?
All sorts. Sell to some of the higher folk around.
Oh, that's awfully good of you. After I'm done, I might come back and take a look.
Ooh, fantastic. I always love netting a return customer.
Well,
What about
you
you,
helped me, I'll help you type of situation.
Quid pro quo, so they say.
Perch reaches into his jacket and pulls out a piece of butterscotch.
Oh. Well, thank you. Wait a moment. This from Valor Fall?
I don't know where he got it. Kid doesn't speak much.
Can you nod?
I think that means yes.
Did you get this from Tally's? Best damn butterscotch you'll ever have.
And then he starts viciously shaking his head.
Thank you, young man. You know, for that, goes in. Let me see your hand. His size should fit. He pulls out a little plaque. He just slides it on really gently.
A ring?
Yeah, little glass ring on your pinky. Got like this smoky black sort of thing going on inside of it. It's just very
Ailey
smooth.
appears.
And
Offers you a deal.
you're in a pact, kid.
He
Good
just
luck
sits
getting
there.
out of it now, sucker. Ha ha, he leaves.
He just
There
sits
you
there
are.
and starts flicking his finger up and down.
Twink, you would recognize the weird patterns inside of it as it's slag glass. It's like a ring that wasn't good enough to sell. Still a fine looking ring.
Huh.
He's just sitting
Careful.
playing with it.
Tempered, so it's tough, but I wouldn't go getting into any fist fights while you're wearing it.
It's in.
We'll see you. We'll see you later then. I appreciate the help.
Thank you much.
Waves off.
Oh, if you need the name, you need to tell Doreen. I'm Sinos.
What?
Sinos.
Sinos.
Sinos. That's it.
What the fuck? All right.
Just like if you leave.
Twink?
Mm.
Am I gonna be able to go into this dolorless?
God, I hope not.
I bit my tongue in the middle of that. He's saying dolorless. A double.
I hope
you
not.
Can you make it so that I can go into the ring?
No.
Can you make this a bag of holding?
Holding.
You all reconvene 30 minutes later.
Wait,
About
can I
wait.
go to the phone?
Yes, the fountain. About 20 minutes in, after a bit of walking, Dolus and Lotus and Alina stop at a fountain. One of the corners. Sit.
Just after doing a bit of walking, I'll pull over to like the least crowded like side, or like the side facing outwards, not like
Alina,
towards the
like
city.
quietly as you sit by the fountain, just steams off some with shape water, and then condenses it, and then just like sips it like it's a juice box.
Oh, wow, impressive.
Mm-hmm.
I'll like pat Lotus, be like, this. I hope this is a bit better, a bit quieter. Here, you all right?
I'm not used to loud, lively places.
Right. It's interesting. Like, I understand. It's a lot to take in. But also, you're in a war. Less than a month ago, you were on the front lines.
I was kind of seeing the front lines from a distance.
No, we went into the front lines to rescue people.
Oh yeah, we did. But that was like
And we fought there.
I had to save people. There's no time to think, but now it's like I have time to think, and everywhere is so glittery and shiny, and people are so happy. It's so strange.
Well, I mean, hopefully one day people being happy will become more of a norm.
Mm-hmm.
Something that is not only more normal around, but something that we're more used to. I'll look to the water and stare at my reflection. The reflection of the illusion of Dolus. It's like the illusion of choice, but it's the illusion of Dolus.
The illusion of Dolus.
uh,
You could be Dolus, or you could die and have a new character. The illusion of Dolus.
Yo. And I'll sort of like put my hand out in front of me as I'm staring at my reflection. And I think about the things that I've learned in the past 24 hours and all the things I've been feeling. And this newfound sort of control over the magic I have. And as I stare at myself through my fingers at the reflection in the water, through these claws, I think about the damage I've done with them. And I think to the scenario that I was put in with the children in the flashback sequence, and how easily I thought to just grab their faces and sink these claws into them. And I feel a bit of guilt, but a bit of understanding for myself, and wordlessly, I'll lower my hand into the water and sort of take a deep breath, kind of afraid of this being stupid. And then I start rubbing my hand with the water from the fountain.
What do you want?
I want to pull my hand up out of the water and to no longer have these black-tipped claws.
Okay. Reach into the water and you start rubbing. You don't even have to rub. As you run one thumb over, your fingers are just green.
I'll do that and I'll pull
vanish
my hand
just the same way Kylie would always just boom.
out. I just reached my hand back up. And I'm just staring at my own fingers with a sense of relief and an almost overwhelming feeling of... No, it's not really a feeling I can describe. It's just like...
Huh.
I'll turn to Lotus.
Before you can say anything, a guy stumbling by, a little drunk, he's got a tankard, he goes, "Hey buddy, you're green." He keeps going. He's just like, he just felt the urge to inform you. He just...
Thank you.
You're
And I'll just reach over to Lotus and put a hand on her head and just kind of like give her little scritches. Non-pokey, non-stabby scritches.
God, you can get rid of the boss. My God. My God. Lena's like got her book out. She just drops the juice box thing and just the water just falls onto the pavement as she pulls her book out and starts writing.
You know, I do feel intensely sorrowful at the fact that Kylie isn't here and that I can't contact her and that I don't know where or how she is, but I feel like I feel like I'm back in control of my life in a way.
That's good. That's great. You don't have pokey head pets anymore.
Right, yeah, no. I've been trying to use my right arm, but you know, it's not my dominant one. So
You're left-handed? What?
just look at my magical green left hand. Yes. And then as quickly as I'm looking at it again in the casual conversation, the like dust effect comes back over it and makes it look like a normal human hand.
Sick. You guys reconvene all at the fountain. 30 minutes. Everybody's got their things they have discovered. Any discussion anyone wants to have before we head to the inn? Get ourselves settled. All right. You all head off to the inn. I will say, however, Lotus, if you are passive, can you roll perception for me? Since it's passive is so high.
23.
Only 1 point higher. 1 second. You, out of the corner of your eye, as you're walking, you spot a hooded figure moving through the crowd who seemed to be looking your direction. And all you can get from them is a large frame and some white hair sort of around the hood as they vanish into the crowd.
relay that information to Hush telepath.
Who was the person? They were hooded, but they were looking towards us.
Do you still see them?
No, they're gone now, but I'm a little bit worried.
I like flag everybody and go. Lotus noticed the hooded figure watching us. They're gone now.
That's not good.
One of us is
Just
supposed to be
hooded.
dead.
Did we get any details?
White hair
Big.
is what she said. And
Okay,
they're
well
big.
that's every old man in this town.
Big with white hair, a hooded figure. That they
Like
disappeared
short?
to the crowd.
Short white hair or long white hair?
Lotus. I like relay it back.
You just saw some kind of like lump out of the hood as they turned, so you get the sense that it had to be at least this long.
Had to be at least ear length.
Roughly the same as me.
Yeah, something like
Yeah, Noah.
No, never mind. This is such a bad idea.
What do you want to do? What do you want to do?
How much time has passed since she noticed the figure?
I mean, she told Hush immediately. Is that like 30 seconds?
That's not enough time.
Alright.
Or I guess that's too
Okay.
much time.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna hang as we walk. I'm gonna hang back a little bit.
Okay.
Let us know the second you see anything, if you see anything.
I'm going to try to like hang back. We're in the crowd, right?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna hang back and keep an eye, but I'm gonna be stealthy.
You make a stealth check for me real quick.
You got it. It is a 28.
28.
28.
I'll give you advantage on this perception check.
Oh, you want me to make a? Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want me to make a stealth check or a
No,
perception
no,
check?
now you make a
you
perception
made a
check.
stealth to see whether or not you got advantage on this perception check.
Got it. Okay, cool. Not good. Natural 20.
Ooh!
That's a 25. That's a 25 in total.
So, as you guys go, you wait to the end. Hush. At one point again, you do spot a hooded figure that seems to, as you pass alleyways and through things, you spot them. And then you spot them again through another alley.
Okay, connect.
You're gonna.
How
click
far away
connect.
are they? How far away are they?
I was gonna say. So, play rollies with me real quick.
Got it. 19.
All right. I mean, yeah, they're like 100 feet away.
100 feet. I'm gonna start moving in a little bit closer. Trying to keep like if are we going at the like I keep seeing them.
Yeah, you can't. So you can't connect at 100. What range can you connect at? 60 feet.
60 feet.
Okay, so you're gonna have to get closer. Second.
And I have bonus action dashes.
You're fine.
Yeah.
I mean, if you dash through the crowd, you'll lose stealth.
Okay, yeah. Then never mind.
So you get closer. As you get closer, re-rolled this. Lovely.
I'll also keep them in like everyone in just like I see them. I've seen them a couple times. I'm trying to get closer to connect to their head.
I'm also keeping an eye out.
You pass another alleyway, expecting to see them, and you don't.
Don't see them.
You tell that to us?
Yep. He like looks back and goes, "Did they? I think they turned off. I don't see them."
You should make your way back to us, just in case.
I'm gonna hang back just a little bit longer.
No, hush. come back to us. Please.
Like Hush is kind of like eerily like, oh god, they got out of my sight. And I'll break and go back to them.
Okay. You sit and you leer down this alley for a long time, half expecting something to happen, half expecting someone to leap out from a shadow that you somehow didn't notice and attack you, but there's just the general quiet bustle of the street behind you. Then you step along to the group.
Did I get any more features while I was...
Play rollies with me again.
Okay. Okay, 13.
You did get a natural 20.
Pretty decently wide shoulders, but definitely around like maybe a little taller than Dolus. At a glance, you think they definitely don't have a beard, and that's about all you could get.
I couldn't
Fair.
tell a race.
Nope. They were a fair distance away and adequately good at following you.
He relays that back.
Not quite. They weren't quite as stealthy as you would have been. Not quite the lithe of a rogue, but you can tell that they are good at following people. They're good at hunting people.
Because I don't know why they would have turned off. I thought I would have saw them. I thought I was on their track.
Maybe they saw you.
Or maybe they got all the information they needed.
I was being really stealthy. It's not often where people can see me well. Hiding's what I do best. I don't...
We'll have to sleep in watches tonight.
Yeah.
You got turn to the inn and go to your big room. Twink. You want to go on a stakeout?
Yeah, fucking right, I do.
Yeah, you do. Shall we? At what point in the night would you like to?
But when everybody's going to bed, I just won't go to bed.
Everyone lays down for bed. At the end of the night, you
Hush. It's
watch it.
time.
Who's taking the first watch?
Yeah, I was like, we are literally sleeping in watches.
It's up to y'all. Communicate.
Won't be Twink.
Is
I guess
Twink
you did
hiding
say
this from the
you were
group, or is he like, Hush, we're leaving?
I've already told
Okay,
everybody.
yeah,
Just
I was
ask
like,
everybody,
okay,
we're gonna leave.
Then I guess in that case, there's only 4 of us, so
Me and
fucking-
Lotus can go first.
Well, there only needs to be
There-
one, probably.
There are 5 of us, right? Mara's here technically.
You trans.
Yeah, I mean, I get. Yeah, I guess. Other than that, I guess we'll just go solo.
All right.
Me and Lotus will take the first watch.
Alina, so you and Lotus, Alina, and
Just because we're on the same
Ick,
bed.
and then Mara, because he just has to trans. And that's,
We
that's
can
your 8
do
hours.
it. We can do it so that so it's Dolus and Lotus first, and then every subsequent watch, you wake up the person on the bed next to you.
Swap.
Yeah.
We just daisy chain it. So you guys get your watches ready, and Twink and Hush head out. Twink, Hush, what is your method here?
I'm literally gonna just pull the robes out that we can change to look like whatever or fit to whatever.
Yep.
Throw them on us.
You're both wearing perfectly fitted black robes.
Hey, can we make these things like not fit so well?
No, I mean perfectly fitted is, and they're totally comfortable. Like they
No. I get you, but I'm like, I'm asking Hush, like, can we make them bigger? Like, can we get bigger? Big? We need to look like they don't fit us.
I don't. Aren't you the guy that's good with magic items?
Twink, play rollies with me. Oh.
I got 10.
You can't think of a way to alter these. not a way that would be quick.
Why do we need them to not fit?
No, this is fine. This is fine. We're good. We're good. We're good. We just gotta go find. I'm gonna look down alleyways until I see, someone who's homeless.
What are we doing?
It won't take long.
Yeah. I'll approach. Hey, you want to make 10 gold?
Huh?
You want to make 10 gold?
How old are you? Got
That's,
a beard. You're a
Not-
hill folk.
do you want to make 10 gold or not?
What are you asking me to do?
Just give me that jacket you're wearing.
I ain't got nothing else to keep me from the cold.
You're gonna have 10 gold. Go buy something.
Yeah, all the shops are closed right now, and it's cold right now.
Fine, I'll go ask someone else.
Wait a second. 11 gold, so I have one for the bootstrap tonight, and you can have the jacket.
All
I'll
right,
be-
that's fine.
Oh, he takes it off and hands it to you.
I give him 11 gold.
Do you want me to clean it?
He goes
No.
cackling off into the night. He goes very happy to have his
Right.
11 gold.
I'm gonna throw it on me. It's super baggy, super huge, but I'm just gonna.
Huge. Got a stench.
I don't really care. We're gonna. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Are you ready? You're gonna hide, obviously, so it doesn't matter what you're wearing. But I'm gonna be just, sitting on the side of the corner outside the house, and I'm gonna keep track of as the guards come in and out of the gates, and as they pass by. You're gonna sneak around and see little farther in to see what it's like around the house itself. Okay?
Just not go
That's
in,
it.
like go around?
Yeah, well, you got to get closer to the gate. Probably towards the back would actually probably be the best. I'm pretty sure that's kind of where we're gonna be around anyway. So,
And just scope it out?
yep, just kind of keep track of where people are, how often they're switching. We'll do this for about 3 hours, and then we'll go back.
We're not talking to anybody?
No, why would we talk to anybody?
I thought you were going to go settle things.
No, we're settling things.
Do I have to steal anything?
No,
Can I? If
no, not today.
okay. So we're just going to it. You're gonna stand out front and count the guards, and then I'm gonna go out in the back and see what's going on back there, and then relay it to you.
Yeah.
Okay. That doesn't seem too hard.
All right, now let's find where this fucking house is.
So, with minimal effort and asking any homeless person, which I imagine after 30 minutes of looking, you probably end up doing, you can absolutely find Lord Kordak's estate. Northern side of the city. It has... It's more towards the outskirts. It's an estate, not so much a manor. So it's got, like, a yard. It's got its own, like, courtyard, its own structure. It does have walls. They're about 12 feet high, so taller than, twice the height of a normal man. And there are heavy metal gates that guards are posted outside of at 2 separate corners. And they're like sconces and stuff. You can sort of see the top of the house over it. But it is, as compared to, like, castles and forts and stuff, it's actually shockingly, like, small. Like, it's a big house, but it's definitely not a mansion.
I'll pull a cup out from my traveler's pack, and I'll just lay it on the ground, just kind of throw a few copper in it, start shaking it around, and as I'm just sitting there watching.
You're supposed to look homeless.
Yes, Hush, that's
Yeah,
the
the guards
point.
don't notice you post up until you're already posted up.
It helps with like the beard because it's like all scraggly.
Go do your thing, Hush.
And he just kind of like, and he goes off. I'm gonna go pop into stealth.
Make a stealth check.
It's a 15, so
27.
27. Yeah.
Yeah, guards don't notice you. They rolled 8.
That's right. He slips in. I'm gonna head towards the back.
Are you trying to slip in through the gate, or are you trying to like go over someplace?
I was told to go around, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go around in like towards the back.
So you go around. It is wall, like all the way around. You do at one point find like a sewer grate that seems to enter the estate. But other than those 2 gates and that, there doesn't seem to be any proper entrance. Well, I guess there are 2 proper entrances. There are no non-proper entrances.
Twink, do you want me to go inside? Like inside the estate? I can get in there.
Yeah, but like stay towards the back. Like don't actually go in. Just to a point that you could see.
Is there any point to where I can see, like, if I can get a vantage point?
If you climbed one of the nearby rooftops, you'd be able to see in, but you wouldn't be able to jump in. The gap on the street is too wide to jump into this courtyard.
That's fine. How tall is the rooftop?
Probably a good 20 feet.
Misty step.
Okay. So you make a twink just in the quiet of the night. You hear the faintest like as a misty step onto a rooftop happens.
And then I like get down and try to get like my a good view as much as I can.
Okay. So it is a rectangular estate, the entire thing. There is the house at one end where those 2 gates are, and then there's this backyard. It's this sort of nicer open space. It's like a garden. There's a little like pond in it with a small wooden bridge to walk over, almost like a Zen garden kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then there is a smaller like workshop sort of not shed. Shed is too small. It's definitely a building of its own, but it is small. It might be storage, or it might be workers' quarters or something. And there are torches on sconces at like each of the corners, and then in the center of the rectangle, it's pretty fairly well lit. You imagine sneaking through there might be decently difficult, especially if someone was looking for you.
Mm-hmm.
But there are definitely shadows you could find.
Mm-hmm. Do I see any people back there?
You see one guard posted up at the back door of the house, and as you're kind of like looking into the estate, you see a few more guards at like points around the house, and then there is one at the gate of the smaller building.
I relay that to Twink, to the one at the front of the smaller building. I kind of like play by play, like relay like what I see.
To him.
Specifically, only to Twink. No one else is getting this, since you want to specify. Not everyone's in their dreams, getting their dreams warped. Because like, why am I dreaming about an estate?
Why am I perfectly dreaming about this very nice estate? Oh, there's a Zen garden. Why are there guards?
Why are there guards?
I can't dream.
Sucks.
And then I just sit there and I get a nice little comfy vantage point, and I give
Hey,
him a play-by-play.
Here's what I want you to do. Are you ready?
Yes.
The girl from the camp, the Von Hillian girl from the camp. I need you to send her a message. And ask her again where on the grounds the money is kept.
Say that again?
Said, I need you to ask where on the grounds the money is kept.
Going to the brain. He sits there and goes down. Goes, That's the girl that I scared, right?
Yeah.
Yep. And he goes, do I remember her name? I was sitting there talking with her. Do I remember her name? Do you want me to make a history check?
Alicia. You know.
Alicia? Okay. He goes, Alicia. Hi. This is the Hush Boy from the camp. Where on the grounds of the estate is the money kept? In Raven's Perch. I have 2 more words.
right.
Bye.
A few moments later, you just. That was terrifying. I was asleep. Under the shed. It's not a shed. It's storage. You can't get into it from there, though. It's a trick. You have to go through the house. There's a tunnel under the garden. What's the limit on it?
I relayed that back to Twink, like word for word.
Okay, tunnel under the garden. So that's where I want you to focus your efforts over the next hour or so.
That's where I'm going?
No, you're not gonna go there. You're just gonna watch there. You need to understand like how often they check that and how often it's visible.
Tunnel under the garden. You have to go through the house.
Not if the tunnel is in the garden. We'll just fucking dig to it.
I do have more earth. That's loud. Okay, let's see when the guards are rotated. So we are stealing.
Not tonight.
But we are eventually stealing.
It's not stealing. It's mine.
Stealing it back.
Not
Yeah.
stealing. It's mine.
You know that guy's just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait it out.
Yep, I'm gonna monitor the guard rotations.
Okay.
See the accessibility.
Don't mind me.
Rolls like 16 dice.
Don't mind me. You just hear.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Don't worry about it.
17 guards, shoot it once.
As you approach
Hush is
the
turned into
garden,
Swiss
you
cheese.
you see every plant in the garden is a guard. That it's actually spelled Guarden.
It's a garden.
Garden.
I don't know how I could have made it more clear to you. It's
Could I
a
make
garden.
it any more obvious?
Mhm. Ooh.
Oh no, I don't know if that's a good oo or a bad oo.
Okay. Hush, play rollies with me.
Oh god.
Actually, Hush and Twink play rollies with me.
Double
So
uh-oh.
both of you just roll.
Yeah, I got a 16.
It was almost a 3.
Uh, 15.
Oh, he got a 17.
I got a 20.
It's slowly coming back around, ladies and gentlemen. It's slowly coming back around.
Oh boy!
So, you guys do watch the guards rotate at one point. So you guys headed out probably a little after sunset. I'm guessing around 8:30. So you got all posted up by 9:30, and you first see the guards rotate at midnight. Pretty efficient. Guards don't leave until another comes to take their place. Like, everybody waits until someone is there. They do like a quick back and forth. There's something spoken between them. Twink, if you want, you can roll a perception check to see if you can hear what that is.
Me may as well. Oh, I might actually hear this. That's a dirty 20.
You managed to hear. It's almost like gibberish to you. Like, it's like nonsense speak. But one of them says just Fit Mountain, sir. And the other one says, River Bend under. And then they just swap places.
Ray, write that down. Ray, write that down. Ray, write that down.
She's typing. She's typing.
I will not remember that. Ray, write that down.
Fit Mountains, where I buy my clothes.
Yo, you buy your clothes at Fit Mountain. So And then time starts to take on a while. A few more hours pass. Hush. You get in sort of a comfortable position on the roof, pretty decently hidden. Twink, you clink your copper around. At one point,
Do I make money from this endeavor?
you do.
I profit.
You get 2 silver dropped in your cup.
Fuck yeah!
One of the silver comes from one of the guards, the one who leaves rotation.
Oh, what a nice guy. I'll make sure not to kill that one.
Drops a coin. Drops a coin in your cup. Then, Twink, you get the idea that the next guard rotation is probably going to come around dawn. Like, you think about it in your brain, and you're like, they switched out at midnight, probably switched out at around sunset. They'll probably switch out around dawn. And you think maybe it's not best to wait here for that to happen.
Yeah, like I said, after we get to that, 3 to 4 hour mark, and we need to get the time in for the rest, I'm not gonna jeopardize that. Well, I'll call it off.
So, at this point, you get up, you tell Hush that you're calling it off. Hush,
Yeah.
make a perception check real quick.
Got it. Okay. That's a 13.
Perfect.
Can you
Twink.
let me. I have
Oh,
a
can
thing.
I let you what?
Can you let me know if that possibly fails? It's
Oh,
weird.
it's failing. Oh, it's failing.
All right, I'm gonna add a d6 onto that.
Okay.
I'm gonna use a,
Okay.
I'm gonna use a bolster knack to add a d6.
Okay.
All right, that's 12 plus 5, which is 13. But yeah, plus 5.
12 plus 5 is 17. It is a fail.
It's a fail.
It is a fail.
Wait, it was 13 plus 5, right?
Yeah, wasn't it 13?
Oh.
You said 13.
Oh,
It's
you did say
18 total.
13?
Yeah.
In that case, it's the magical, the thing that we all love so much. It's a meets beats.
Let's go.
In
If I
that
would have
case,
failed too, I would have just used a search
Hush.
report and re-rolled it.
as you are getting up, and Twink, as you are like looking across the roofs for Hush, you both notice it about the same time. As Hush is getting up and turning around, and as Twink is looking up, you both Hush behind you is a figure made seemingly out of embers, crouched on the roof behind you, and as you turn around, it reaches out for you.
Since I knew it was there, since I saw it was there.
You can make a reaction if the thing you have is listed as a reaction.
Oh, damn it. I don't have a reaction, I don't think. Wait. Wait.
Thank you.
Yes, I do.
You have a
Boss
reaction.
champ.
Well, so is it going to try to grab me?
Cat's gonna try and grab you.
Cool. All right. I do have a reaction if it tries to grab me.
I mean, it's trying to grab you.
Go for
well,
it.
if it's gonna roll to grab me, then silvery barbs.
Okay. Silvery barb, so it has disadvantage.
Yep. And then I give myself
Cool.
advantage.
Well, fun thing is, yay! I wasn't rolling for it. It would have had disadvantage. However, as it reaches out for you, you both see this out of the shadows of this sort of building. Figure in a hood steps out and swings a curved blade and just cuts this thing's arm off. And before you can react, Twink, you notice on the rooftops a few more of those ashen arms as more of these figures are sort of climbing over. And Hush, behind this figure, you can see like 3 or 4 more of these things pulling themselves over the rooftops. And this figure turns and the hood kind of falls and you see it's a woman. It's a woman, like a full, she's got sort of like white hair, a scar across her face, and she just goes, "Run."
Oh, boom, 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 boom.
And what are you doing?
I fly. Fuck it.
Goddamn.
I'm on the roof. Am I not on the roof?
Yeah, you are.
Cool. I'm going to Yeah, I'm gonna, so I don't take fall damage, I'm going to just let out my wings, fly down, and start dashing. And I run to, I go to Twink's brain.
Yeah, Twink, Hush, you watch Hush like dive bomb Apex glide off this roof real quick out of sight, and then come sprinting around the corner to you as the guards are like, "What's going on?"
Run!
And up on that rooftop, you see this woman just slashing away at these things.
While I was going down, can I say that I connected to her head?
Not while you were going down, but while you were looking at her.
Yeah, when I was going, I connected to her head. But anyway, I told Twink, run!
I'm
and I
gonna,
just
as he runs by, I'm gonna slap him and cast invisibility on him.
Hush, you don't even notice. You're just still sprinting.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna like try to disappear into the alleyway, but I want to head towards that building.
Okay. You can head towards that building.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make a scene or anything because I don't think I wasn't in any danger at the moment. But
no,
yeah, I want to get a better view of what's happening.
Okay. The figure, who you can't really catch the details of at this point, the hood is still decently on. Is just, I mean, she's like mashing away at these things. And the few that were climbing over have started climbing down now, seeing that Hush has left, and she jumps down into an alley after one with like a roar as she goes down. Just a roar as she like brings her sword down into the alley. You noticed a few guards starting to like shout in the distance. You see a couple burnt handprints and footprints across that rooftop as you still hear the sound of her fighting in that alleyway. It's getting a little bit more distant.
I mean, I gotta keep following, homie. I can't just not.
All right.
I gotta know. I gotta know.
Hush. Where are you sprinting to?
Once I'm a good distance away, I'm gonna tuck into an alleyway. Do I eventually figure out that I'm invisible? As I no longer can see my.
You figure out that you're invisible probably right before you duck into the alleyway.
Yeah. And you just... Twink, you turned me invisible. Wait, Twink, where are you?
Don't worry about it. Go back. I'm behind you.
No, but you're not. You can't see me.
You're a lot faster than me. I'm good. They didn't know I was here.
Come on, we gotta get back.
Head back.
I don't want to without you. You're gonna get hurt.
I don't know if they don't know whether you're invisible or not. You have to keep going. They know you.
Hush. At the end of this alleyway, you start hearing rumbling, like, growls and footsteps, and you look and you see a glow sort of starting to come along the wall around the corner. At the far end of the alley, like, away from you.
Hush kind of, like, tenses up. He's still invisible. He knows he's invisible. And he, like, presses up. I would roll stealth, but I'm already invisible. He presses up, and he goes, I see one coming. I don't know if they know if I'm invisible. He's staying, but he's gonna get ready to dash away.
Okay.
Hush. Do not fight them. Run.
I'm just seeing if they... I'm seeing if they can see me through the invisibility, and then I'll run.
All right. So yeah, around the corner, 2 more of those things just come stuttering and stumbling out. They kick over like a trash can. And they start moving along the alleyway, not necessarily like directly towards you, but it's an alleyway. There's only like one way they can go, which is towards you, but it's not like they're beelining to you specifically.
Yep. He ducks out of the alleyway and pushes himself up against like
against the wall.
Yeah, the outer. See if they like walk past him.
Are you like peeking in, or are you waiting for them to come out?
He's waiting.
Okay.
He's not peeking in. He's just.
In that case, after like 10 seconds or so, they're getting closer and closer and closer. 30 feet turns to 20, turns to 10. And then you hear whispered in this dry, dead voice. And the smell of sulfur is getting strong around the corner.
Acryl. And he runs.
Yeah, you bolt.
And he runs. And he runs. He fucking double dashes away.
Right back to the inn, or
He's just running to the street. There's not a direction like he is going towards. He's running away. He's a scared child, and he goes to Twink's mind, and he goes, They said Acrohill.
Hush. You go back to the inn now. Don't worry about me. You run. You get to the group.
Oh, I connected to that person's mind. She saved me.
I'm following them. Go.
Okay. And he books it. Beelines for the eventually like he's running. He's just running to get away. But then eventually, as Twink tells him to get to it, he catches himself and he tries to navigate back to the inn.
it's not that difficult. We'll say for all of you in the inn, you're asleep, except whichever one of you. Mara would be on watch at this point. Yeah.
After only 4 hours? Wouldn't
That's all
it
he
be?
needs for trance.
Oh
Wouldn't
yeah,
it be
it's the
Hick and
middle of
Alina,
a,
though?
This would be third shift now, so it would still be Mara because he was taking the last two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it would still be Mara. It would just not be the end of the day. It would just be like the latter half of the night.
So do I tell them?
You're asking me that?
Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
I was already connected to everybody because I didn't go to bed. I'm running back. And I don't know if it'll wake everybody
you
up.
like bolt into the front of the inn, and the innkeeper's like, "Oh, are you what? Because like you're invisible." So they're just like, "What the fuck?" And they, what? And you boom up the stairs. A little quieter than that because you have, and then all of a sudden the door just swings open, and Mara's just got his staff. You're invisible.
Yeah. In everybody's head, and he just, everybody wake up!
Cryo.
Yeah.
This is interesting because I was asleep.
You were asleep?
Wasn't
I
I?
went to sleep for the night.
It's okay, you're Hickory still.
Alright, cool.
As soon as you hear that Dolish, just like almost
Like a vampire out of the coffin.
angle, 90-degree angle, just
I'm invisible. How do I get on invisible? How do I stop being invisible?
Is that to everybody?
Yeah, that's everybody.
Yeah, I'll drop concentration.
Here's the fun thing. Cryo.
Yeah.
I say that to everybody. Hush is full panic mode.
So you say it.
Including the white-haired lady.
She hears it.
I mean, you're not getting a response.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying she's hearing all this too because Hush is full panic. And he
Gotcha.
drops out and goes, "Everybody, please get up, please."
what is it? What happened?
Monsters, Ember, lady, Twinks back there. There's a lady, Embers, Agrahill. And he he shrinks down against the wall.
I'll walk over. I'll like quickly like speed walk, kneel down, and like pull Hush in, and pat him. Like, it's all right. It's okay. Calm down. Deep breaths.
I'll go outside.
No.
Full sentences, Hush. Slow down. We're fine right now. Tell us what's happening, so that we can continue to be fine.
We were going out to investigate something, me and Twink, and we were standing watching the guards, and we were gonna pack up and go, and then there was an ember creature behind me, and he tried to attack me, but that hooded figure stopped it and cut its hand. Then it started fighting them. I jumped off and ran away. I got turned invisible, and and Twink stayed back. And I hid in an alleyway, but I saw those ember creatures coming at me more. There's so many of them. And I thought that I could see if they could see me, maybe. And I tucked away. And before they noticed me, I just heard them say one thing. Agrahill.
Hey, where is Twink?
Back there, near the estate.
Why?
We were watching. Because we were doing something over there. We were
They were going
getting
to look for the
information.
money.
We were gaining information. He needed my help, but now there's monsters. And I don't. Twink, are you okay?
Twink, you are okay. You were still following the sounds of
I was
combat.
about to say, Cryo, am I okay? Yeah, yes, I'm fine.
You're getting
I'm fine.
much closer. I will say, Alina immediately just started like getting ready because you were just like, all right, fucking middle of the night shit. Mara also started. Mara was already ready. The birds were preoccupied, but Hickory, play rollies with me.
Okay. 17.
All right, you win. You manage. Get your thing nice and tight. As Lotus, with the highest passive perception, you smell it first. Smell of sulfur.
I
Burning.
immediately pull out Kyle.
They might be here.
Hick,
Gonna
you were
get
by the door, right? Because
Yep.
you were gonna go outside. So you draw the moment you're getting ready, and before you can turn to the door, out of it, a hole which you had not noticed been burning burns through, and a hand just and similarly on the walls outside, more holes start to sear into the walls as the door starts to sort of burn, and you all gather in the center of this room as you realize that on the entire outside of this building, the embers are burning through.
Great.
They're here.
Summon my weapon.
Meanwhile, in that last few minute there, Twink, you round a corner and you see several of these creatures fighting this figure. And at sort of the end of this street is a non-ember, a seemingly humanoid person. Or not humanoid, a seemingly human person with a book who seems to be chanting something. And as you're like peeking around a corner, this woman turns and slams one of them down, like right between you and them, and it crumbles to nothing. And then she like looks up and makes direct eye contact with you. And just, are you just gonna follow me, or are you gonna help?
Am I? Let me ask Cryo to a DM. Will I initiate a combat that's gonna fuck you over if I help?
No.
All right, I'm gonna cast Tasha's Mind Whip on the sorcerer or wizard or whatever it is.
You turn and you cast Tasha's Mind Whip. And rather than rolling initiative, we're gonna end our session there today.
Yep,
You
there it
bitch.
is. Can't wait for our first
Right,
true
right down. I
front
cast
combat.
Tasha's Mind Whip. I'm not gonna remember.
This is gonna be great. Tasha's Mind Whip. I'll make a direct note of it.
Yes, please.
Maybe next week, Cryo will have a desk.
I will.
Next
I will
week,
have a
Cryo
desk
will have a
next
desk.
I should have a desk tomorrow. I just unfortunately didn't have a desk today.
Lacey, why are you staring at the wall? That's weird.
Because
There's no hole burning in it.
Oh no, there's a painting up there.
Oh, okay.
She's
just
not used to the
admiring.
paintings in my last room. All right, well,
What the
everyone, now that I have made that note about the Mind Whip, thank everybody for watching. I appreciate all of you oh so much. I can't wait to get into more fun stuff next time. This was a pretty casual one. Hey, next time we'll get to go shopping.
Bullshit!
Well, it'll be awesome. I'll love it.
Bullshit!
We'll have a great time. Check out our Ko-fi. We have merch. Awesome.
StarlostDND.com.
StarlostDND.com. It's where you can get all your cool merch. Goodbye. Goodbye. See you next Monday.